And now we go live to Emery High School and the voice of the Spartans, Jordan Buscarini, inside the Sutherland's broadcast booth for today's game.
Welcome into Emery High School baseball here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM. I'm Jordan Buscarini. Always happy to be with you as we get set for more baseball, but now the stakes are amplified just a little bit. A different story from a night ago. Emery now on the verge of elimination. The season will be on the line each time we see the boys out on the field. And today it's a rematch with the Morgan Trojans, a game that took place just 2 days ago. And it was a game in which Emery was dominant. They sent Morgan into the one-loss bracket. The Trojans were faced with elimination yesterday, and they responded with flying colors. They did so by knocking off the North Sanpete Hawks in a very close affair. The final score of that game was 11-10. And so Morgan has definitely had their hands full, but now both teams facing elimination. The winner of this game will move on to the 7 o'clock game tonight, and they will take on the Canyon View Falcons, a team that we saw last night. Emery coming up short in that game, 13-1. We saw a hitting display from the Falcons, and we saw Emery a little off-kilter pitching-wise last night, but that's also against one of the top offensive units in the 3A classification. Today we got a great pitching matchup. We'll see Jace Franson toe the rubber for the Spartans with the season on the line, and as we look at Jace throughout this season, he's got a 6.8 ERA. He has made 6 appearances. He's also got a save to his name. Jace will be the lead man for Emery today. Talking to manager Chase Julian, I would expect that maybe we see Bronx Olson as far as a relief pitcher is concerned. Emery and both Morgan would love to get through today's game using only one pitcher. We take a look at the Trojans, and Beck Sheffield will be the starting pitcher. Sheffield comes in with a 3.9 ERA. He's got a record of 4-4 so far this season. And so the season on the line for two pitchers, Sheffield for Morgan and Franson for the Spartans. Let's take a look at the starting lineup for Emery as we get a little bit closer to the first pitch here on a windy, soggy day at Utah Valley University in Orem. Starting for Emery, batting out of the one spot is number 12, Bo Stilson. He'll be out of right field. Starting at shortstop, number 24, Trig Jensen. At third base, we'll see number 8, Hayden Citrid. Designated hitter today will be 18, Tice Larson. Number 1, Hayden Christiansen at second base. Number 17, Trevin Gilbert at first base. Behind home plate will be number 20, Bronx Olson. In center field, we'll see number 7, Garrett Conover. And in left field, number 22, Peyton Nielsen. Jace Franson will be pitching. He will not be hitting in this game. Both teams will implement the designated hitter. The starting lineup for the Morgan Trojans. Number 3, Canyon Leonelli. He'll be playing out in center field. We'll see number 22, Lincoln Gilson in left field. The pitcher, Beck Sheffield, wears number 10. He'll be batting number 3 for the Trojans. Batting out of the 4 spot for Morgan, number 19, Luke Bowerly. He'll be playing shortstop this afternoon. Number 7, Easton Venz will be playing third base in the designated hitter spot. Number 21, Carter Miabos. We'll see number 4, Owen Gilson playing second. Number 17, Cooper Stewart in right field. And behind home plate, number 1, Cameron Talbot. Morgan also using the designated hitter spot. First baseman number 9, George Jensen, will not be hitting as this game gets rolling. Both of the teams are out on the field right now. Again, it has been a little bit rainy. We have the artificial turf here at Utah Valley University. It's been fun to watch them take care of this field. The game that just ended a few moments ago, that's why we are a little bit behind. The Richfield Wildcats suffered a loss to the Grantsville Cowboys in a game that was extremely high scoring. I believe the final was 16-10, ending Richfield's season. So in the bottom half of the bracket, we are down to 2 teams. It is Grantsville, it is Juab. Grantsville will take on Juab following this game. The winner, if it's Juab, will advance to the state championship game. If it's not, well, then they'll play again tomorrow. Emery looking to get back to face the Canyon View Falcons as we are down to 3 teams in the top half of the bracket. Two of those three are about to battle here. We'll send it back to the studio for just a moment. It's the Landon's Diesel Service pregame show, and it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM, your home for Emery High School baseball.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636 X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Looking for a great meal? Juniper has you covered with delicious pizza, pasta, burgers, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Juniper is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 12 to 8 p.m. Whether dining in or ordering out, Juniper makes it easy. Order through DoorDash for quick delivery straight to your door. From lunch to dinner, Juniper serves up flavorful meals the whole family will love. Stop by and see why Juniper is the perfect place for your next meal. Great food, great atmosphere every time.
Feel the force of the Ram heavy-duty truck, the power horse beast that thrills with its performance. Hi, this is Thad. Imagine saving up to $15,000 off the original MSRP. Auto Farm has 15 at the ready and waiting for a test drive, including 5 hard-to-find dualies, exceptional strength, unprecedented durability, and might that echoes in every gear shift. Demand the best from your heavy-duty jobs. Demand a Ram heavy-duty from Auto Farm, because with Ram, it's just not driving. It's just not a lifestyle. Don't just imagine. Come in and test drive away today.
Step up to the plate with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Just like baseball, managing finances is all about making smart plays. Whether you're aiming for a home run with a new home loan or stealing second with unbeatable auto loan rates, our team is here to coach you through every financial inning. Slide into our branch today and let's hit a financial grand slam together. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, where everyone gets VIP treatment.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit. Equal housing lender.
This is Dave
and Ryan
from Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen.
On the big screen. At the King Cole Theaters.
And action.
Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better on the big screen.
Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
Hi, this is Tim Frame, manager at Cache Valley Bank. Are you getting ready to tackle some spring projects or already making summer plans? Now is a good time to stop in and see how Cache Valley Bank can assist you. With a great team of friendly, knowledgeable bankers, we can provide you with the financial tools needed to help you succeed. Whether it's fixing up your home, building a new home, or other projects on your to-do list, we are dedicated to providing you with the personalized attention you deserve. Come in and see us at 82 West Main Street in Price.
Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Hey, it's Bill Hicks, owner of Farlenos. I've got some exciting news. Spring hours are here. Monday through Thursday, we'll be here from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And on Fridays and Saturdays, we're open until 9 p.m. And for those lazy Sundays, we'll be serving up your favorites from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Whether you're grabbing a quick bite or enjoying a relaxing meal, Farlenos is a place where the locals eat. And we can't wait to see you more often. Come on down and let us treat you to something special.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
At Landon's Diesel, they understand the heartbeat of your diesel truck. Whether it's the rig that powers your livelihood or the everyday vehicle that drives your life, the trained technicians at Landon's Diesel are here to keep you rolling. Plus, with 24-hour towing service, support's just a call away, anytime, day or night. Drive into Landon's Diesel for expert care tailored to you and your truck, because when your diesel needs expertise, Landon's Diesel is always here.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Emery Spartans will be up to bat first in this elimination game. Afternoon tilt in soggy Orem at UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University. The winner will advance into the 7 o'clock game tonight. The loser will go home. Emery, the designated road team, comes out wearing all black this afternoon with the black tops, black bottoms, and the black caps. Morgan wearing their white uniforms, all white. Great contrast in color of uniforms this afternoon. Right now we're looking at 49 degrees temperature-wise, slight wind blowing left out to right field. And so we'll see if that affects the game. A little wet out on the turf due to some heavy rain that came pouring in a little while ago. We did not get a delay in the previous game between Richfield and Grantsville. And so the forecast does call for some more rain, about a 40% chance at around 4 p.m. We'll see how deep we can get into this game. Starting pitcher again for the Morgan Trojans. It'll be Beck Sheffield towing the rubber for Morgan. Sheffield with a 3.9 ERA, and again 4-4 so far this season in 11 appearances. He's also worked a couple of relief outings for the Trojans, and starting off will be Bo Stilson. Bo has been red hot throughout the season for the Spartans. Coming into this game, Bo leading the team just under 400. The other day against Morgan, Bo was pretty good. He did have a single. He was able to put the ball in play. He went 1 for 4, but did not strike out, made contact in each of his outings. And so to get things rolling, it's a righty on righty as Stilson will come to the plate. On deck for Emery, Trig Jensen, the sophomore, and Hayden Citrid. Hayden's been seeing beach balls at the plate, batting out of the 3 spot. First pitch, and we are underway. Sheffield misses the zone, low with a fastball for ball 1. Do the best I possibly can to keep track on the pitch count this evening or this afternoon. Here's Bo Stilson with a line drive right up the gut into center field, and Emery's got the leadoff man aboard on a single by Bo Stilson. Bo started off the game last night against Canyon View with a triple. Here this afternoon, Emery's got the lead man on to get things rolling, and that brings Trig Jensen to the plate. Trig had to be relied on for a little work on the mound over the last 2 nights. He's had to be on the mound. Trig, the lefty, shows bunt. Bo is going to try to steal. The throwdown not in time, and just like that, Emery's got the lead runner in scoring position as Bo Stilson steals as Trig was showing bunt. So with none down in the top of the first inning, leadoff man now with second. Jensen at the plate, counts 1-0 with Hayden Citrid on deck. Trig steps up, crowds the plate. He's got that foot on the chalk, the inside chalk of the batter's box. Bo with about a 4-step lead over at second. Sheffield goes back to a fastball, and Trig lines one out into left field. And it will be handled for out number 1. He put that right in the vicinity of Lincoln Gilson for the first putout. So 1 down, 1 aboard as Hayden Citrid will come to the plate. So far, Sheffield using the fastball, and he's keeping it right over the plate. Emery seeing it well, but that time Trig with a hard hit into left. Stilson will get about a 3-step lead once again. Sheffield facing Citrus, who did have a 2-run homer 2 nights ago, nearly had a grand slam. Missed it foul by about 15 feet. As we talked about it, we're looking at 305 out to the left field wall, 408 to the center field wall, 312 to the right field wall as Hayden takes ball 1. Bo with another substantial lead over at second. Morgan not interested on the pickoff. Hard-line drive. Citrid takes it right back to the pitcher, and now Bo was caught in between second and third. A fielder's choice for Citrid, and Bo is ran down as he was trying to make his way back to second. He was moving on contact. And now Emery has 2 down, and Morgan able to get the lead runner out of scoring position in Bo Stilson. That brings the designated hitter, Tice Larson, to the plate. What looked like it could be a productive inning for Emery. All of a sudden, 2 down. And the pitch count, not heavy at all. We're looking at 7 pitches so far for Sheffield. Pickoff throw over to first. Citrid slides head first. He's back safely. Waiting for the first pitch in the count, Sheffield has relied on the fastball early on in the game. Larson, the righty, watches it go outside for ball 1. So far, Sheffield has thrown 7 pitches, only 3 for strikes. But Emery has done a terrific job of seeing the ball and making contact. Although the last 2 batters unsuccessful. Larson's going to line one out into center field, and that is handled for out number 3. Handled with ease by Canyon Leonelli. So Emery threatens early. Bo Stilson with a leadoff single gets into scoring position, but consecutive sit-downs has Emery with no runs, 1 left on base, no errors, and 1 hit. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Due up for the Trojans. Leonelli, Lincoln Gilson, and Beck Sheffield. We have no score here in an elimination game at Utah Valley and Orem. Morgan up to bat when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Quick top half of the first inning. It takes Sheffield just 8 pitches to sit the Spartans down despite giving up a leadoff hit. And now we go to the bottom of the first, and Canyon Leonelli will lead things off for the Trojans. Leonelli was the leadoff man the other night. He started the game with a single and then was caught stealing. But Morgan did get off to a hot start just the other night against Emery. Unable to plate runs early in that game. I should say unable to plate runs late in that game. Leonelli steps to the plate, hitting .386 on the season. Franson, the pitcher for Emery. We'll see 4 pitches. Likes the fastball, curveball's got a changeup. We'll go to a slider from time to time. So far, he's tried to go off speed on the first 2 pitches, and he finds himself down in a 2-0 count. Franson now to the fastball, and he puts it in the dirt. And so Leonelli, with a good eye, has ran the count 3-0 on the first batter faced. Leonelli with great speed out in center field. 3-0 count. Franson goes to a fastball and just pegs the inside corner. Leonelli thought he was going to get a free base. Umpire calls him back, and now the count 3-1. Hitter's count for the leadoff man for the Trojans. Lincoln Gilson is due up. 3-1. Franson tried to work inside and unable. That's ball 4. And so the leadoff man reaches as Franson will walk the first batter. Again, we talked 8 pitches for Sheffield for Morgan. Franson already at half of that total as Gilson now comes to the plate. Gilson hitting .430 this season for the Trojans. He did struggle the other night. He was hitless against Emery. Went 0 for 2, did draw a couple of walks, and watch ball 1 in the dirt. Counts now 1-0. Olsen had a hard time getting the ball back to Franson, overshoots him. But not enough for Leonelli to make a run for second. He'll stay put at first. 1-0 count. Franson back onto the rubber. See if he sticks with the fastball to try to find the rhythm. This is a fastball high and out of the zone for ball 2. It's a 2-0 count. Walks were a problem for Emery last night. Canyon View took advantage of it. 6 walks to help get things going. At one particular time in that game, there were more walks than runs scored for Canyon View. More walks than hits as well. That's how they took advantage of Emery early on. Gilson does get a piece of the third pitch in the count, sends it foul down the first base line, counts now 2-1. Second batter in the order for the Trojans. This time, Franson had the ball slip out of his hand. It goes well behind Gilson. Olsen does a tremendous job of making sure that ball does not get to the backstop, keeping Leonelli at first base. Counts now 3-1. Franson with a fastball inside, and he misses on the location, and so he has issued now 2 walks to get this game going. Leonelli at second, Gilson at first. And that will bring Beck Sheffield to the plate, chance to help his own cause. Sheffield hitting .258 on the season. He's got 24 RBIs, 9 extra base hits, including 1 home run. And now he's got a runner in scoring position. Sheffield shows bunt, right back to the pitcher, and the throw over to third was in time. Jace Franson gets the lead man out. Leonelli tried to go to the slide, but the bunt, which made its way back to Franson, the throw over to Citrin at third base, and we have 1 down. Heads up play. That goes down as a fielder's choice for Sheffield. Luke Bowerly will now step up, the shortstop for the Morgan Trojans. Hitting out of the 4 spot with a runner in scoring position. He's .462 on the season. He's had a ton of opportunities for RBIs. Leads the team with 35 so far this season. 10 doubles, 3 triples. Is yet to go yard, but he has some power. Here's a ground ball. Christiansen over to second for out 1. The throw to first not in time. Nearly had the .463 double play, but beating it out by a hair was Bowerly off another fielder's choice. And so now 2 down, 2 runners aboard at the corners for the Trojans. And stepping up, it's Easton Venz. Trojans still looking for their first hit of the afternoon, trying to take advantage of a couple of walks. Venz, a .342 hitter. He's got 20 RBIs on the season. It's been dangerous once he's been on base. And Franson goes with a high fastball for strike 1, trying to get out of a mini jam. Wasn't the best of starts with back-to-back walks, but pitching to contact over the last 2 at-bats. Now has Morgan facing 2 outs and in danger of stranding 2 runners. That time Franson went to the changeup inside, couldn't get it down, counts even at 1-1. A bad thing. Last thing you want to do is leave a breaking ball over the plate to Easton Venz, the third baseman. 5th batter in the order for the Trojans. Both teams implementing the designated hitter today. You see that a little bit more deeper into the tournament. You have to really dig deep into your rotation. The 1-1, here's a curveball, and that one finds the zone for strike 2. So Franson 1 strike away from getting out of an early jam with runners at the corners. Expect Bowerly to take off on this one regardless. Here's the pitch, and we have a fly ball hit into extremely shallow right. Christiansen backing up, and he handles it for the 3rd out. So not an ideal start If you go back and look at the way it started for the Trojans, they get the 2 lead runners on via a walk, and Jace Franson gets out of it. No hits, no runs, 2 left on base. We go to the top of the second in this elimination game. The score remains 0-0 here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
If your pet hisses, chirps, bleats, or screams, Castle Country Vet is here to help keep your pets healthy. Castle Country Vet is more than cats and dogs, which we love too. Castle Country Vet takes care of snakes to reptiles, rabbits to birds, and sheep to goats, from small exotics to large animals. Doctors Harmer and Kelly and a knowledgeable staff is dedicated to being your other family doctor. Castle Country Vet in Price. Call 637-5797. Online at castlecountryvet.net.
Discover the strength and beauty of Flawless Sheeting's metal siding and roofing solutions. Designed to endure and crafted to conserve energy, the products offered by Flawless Sheeting ensure your home not only looks good, but feels good too. Plus, they come with a 40-year warranty. Enjoy superior durability and enhanced comfort year-round with new roofing from Flawless Sheeting. Ready to upgrade? Call Flawless Sheeting at 636-7300 and elevate the way you live.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Top of the second inning, no score. Hayden Christiansen will lead things off for the Spartans. Hayden, one of those really infectious players, a joy to be around. Been great so far this season, hitting .300. And right now he finds himself sitting in a 1-1 count after taking ball 1 and then fouling off Sheffield's second pitch. Jace Franson used 17 pitches to get out of that first inning. It took 7 for Sheffield, but the score remains 0-0 despite 2 walks issued by Franson. And now Hayden watches what looked to be a ball outside corner, but it's called on strike 2. So now the count is 1-2 as Sheffield goes to the outside fastball. On deck for Emery, Trevin Gilbert. First at bat for Hayden in this game today. Hayden was effective in the first meeting with Morgan as he takes ball 2. He drew a walk in his first at bat, did have a single. Did not have a ton of opportunity at the plate, but he made the most of it. 2-2 count. Sheffield with the pitch, and Hayden line drive to third base for out number 1, handled by Easton Venz. And so continuing to pitch to contact is Beck Sheffield, 1 down for Trevin Gilbert, the first baseman. So far, Emery with just 1 hit in this game. That was the leadoff man, Bo Stilson. We'll see if Big Trev can get things moving. Trev hitting over .300 this season. Swings on the off speed and misses for strike 1. Trev was able to make contact over the last couple of days, but he's had a difficult time getting on base. No one aboard, 1 down, top of the second inning, and Trev swings off the off speed pitch once again, and he whiffs for strike 2. Bronx Olson on deck, hitting .265 so far this season. Emery just trying to get a runner on. Bo Stilson did reach scoring position before running on contact and stuck in between second and third. Trevin watches the third pitch go by for ball 1. Sheffield right now, very efficient, looking at 15 pitches through 1 1/3. Gilbert on the 1-2, swings and misses for strike 3. He may have gotten a foul tip, but it falls right into the glove of Cameron Talbot, and that's the first strikeout of the afternoon for Sheffield or for either team. And with 2 down and no one on, Bronx Olson will come to the plate. Bronx has been the steady glove behind the plate all season long in the field. He does have 17 RBIs. That puts him close to the top statistically as far as hitters on the Spartan squad, and he watches ball 1 go by in the count. Pitch count for Sheffield is what's been highly efficient so far, just 18 pitches up to this point. When you get this deep into the state tournament, it's a beautiful thing for any manager. Sheffield misses on the second pitch outside. Count's now sitting at 2-0. On deck for Emery is the sophomore Garrett Conover. 2-0 on the way. This one high and, I thought it was going to be out of the zone. Late strike called, so the count is now sitting at 2-1. Bronx gets the signal. Step out of the box and maybe has the green light on the 2-1. Does swing and puts this one in foul territory behind home plate. The count is now drawn even at 2-2. Sheffield with an opportunity to sit the Spartans down in order here in the top of the second inning. Sheffield on the 2-2. Off-speed swing and a miss, and Olsen goes down swinging. Consecutive strikeouts for Beck Sheffield. So no hits, no runs, no one left on base. And that was a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Spartans. Due up for the Morgan Trojans, Carter Miabos. We'll see Owen Gilson and Cooper Stewart. We go to the bottom of the second inning. No score in this one as we return on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM, your home for Emery High School sports.
You gonna fix that?
Fix what?
That dripping faucet?
Someday.
No, how about today? Not only is it driving me crazy, but it's wasting water, costing us money, and could turn into dry rot and other damage.
Guess we better get to Magnuson Lumber and Hardware.
Now you're talking.
Magnuson Lumber features almost 1,000 feet of plumbing accessories and supplies you need to fix your leaking faucets and pipes. Stop in today. Main Street, Castledale. Magnuson Lumber and Hardware. Family owned since 1965.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Bottom of the second, no score in this one. Morgan now up to bat. The designated hitter Carter Miabos will get things rolling. Miabos so far this season has been potent at the plate. Coming in hitting .375, has not had a lot of RBI opportunities. Franson, the senior for Emery, delivers a fastball, and this one is hit into shallow right field. Bo Stilson comes flying in. Diving grab for out number one. That's a headfirst dive by Stilson, and if he does not come up with that ball, it's definitely extra bases. First web gem of the afternoon. And right now, Franson finding his rhythm as he has set down 3 consecutive batters. And that brings Owen Gilson, the second baseman, to the plate. How about Bo Stilson? He has put together a stellar junior season. And Franson now goes to a fastball strike one. Is Emery finding a little bit of rhythm? 0-1 count for Gilson. The speedy second baseman swings, puts a ground ball to short. Trig Jensen unable to come up with it cleanly. The throw to first is not in time. It was a great track by Trigg. He was able to pick up the ball about 3 feet away from second base. Had a little problem on the exchange from his glove to his hand. That goes down as an E6. So Gilson is aboard, but Morgan still looking for their first hit of the afternoon. And now Cooper Stewart, the right fielder, will come to the plate. Franson with a first pitch fastball strike once again. So Jace doing a tremendous job of jumping ahead in the count. Again going to the fastball. Stewart comes in hitting .222 on the season. Double play will be in effect here for Emery with one down in the bottom of the second. Here's a shot now out to left field and diving for it's Nielsen. It gets behind him. It gets behind him and Gilson is rounding second. He's going to go home and he will score on a beautiful piece of hitting by Cooper Stewart, an RBI double to break the scoreless tie. So the error comes back to affect Emery. Turns out to be the first hit of the game. And now Cameron Talbot will come up with a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the second. Errors were a factor last night for Emery. And that leads to the first run of the afternoon for the Trojans. Talbot, a tremendous player for Morgan, both at the plate and in the field. Also gets some work done on the pitcher's mound. He's hitting .277 on the year, and this time Franson airmails a wild pitch. It's his first wild pitch of the game, and that allows Cooper Stewart to advance from second to third. So the count's 1-0, no force, with only one down here in the bottom of the second inning. Morgan jumped out to a heavy lead in the first meeting between these two teams. It was the second inning where Emery got back into the game. He scored 8 runs in that second inning. Morgan scored a run in the second and 1 run in the third, held a 2-0 lead. Now Franson misses out of the zone low. Count is now 3-0. Pitch count for Jace sitting at 25 pitches. Less than 50% have gone for strikes so far in the game. Lead off at third and a high pitch. Wanted to go to the fastball, missed the zone, and now the Trojans have runners at the corner. At the corners, I should say, and that'll flip the lineup. We go back to Canyon Leonelli, who drew a walk in his first at-bat. So 1 down, bottom of the second. Morgan 1, Emery 0. Franson has looked at his hand a couple of times. No, if can't get control of the ball. He's had a couple of wild pitches. Olson's done a tremendous job trying to frame behind home plate, but a couple of them have gotten away from Jace, and this time he works a fastball outside corner against the righty for strike 1. Again, Leonelli, superb from the leadoff spot, 386 on the season, has a chance to up his RBI total, which sits at 11. He does have 8 extra base hits on the season, and Franson, like he lost his balance coming off of the mound that go-around and misses the zone for ball 1. Count is even. You'll see 3 pitches from him. Loves the fastball, will go to the curve and change up, and from time to time will try to work a slider in. This time off speed is off of the plate for ball 2. Jace did not play baseball last year. Steps in his senior campaign and has been a contributor for Emery as a pinch runner and also as a pitcher. An all-state basketball player, had a great season. Puts ball 3 in the dirt, well off the plate, and Leonelli 1 pitch away from earning his second walk. Lincoln Gilson is on deck with 1 down and runners at the corners. Pitch count for Franson now up to 30. 3-0, fastball down the middle for strike 1. Leonelli thought he was going to get his free base. They tried to advance Leonelli on a bunt, but the lead runner was thrown out over at third. Ground ball to Abrams. Out number 1 at second. Out number 2 at first. No, not in time. Emery nearly pulled off what would have been the 5-4-3 double play. Not something you see too often, but instead the Trojans have their second run on the RBI from Leonelli. And now 1 runner aboard at first. Score 2-0 Morgan. Will go down as the first earned run of the game for Franson. The first runner scored, but reached via an error. And with the off speed on the first pitch, draws strike 1. 2 down here in the bottom of the second inning. Big inning so far for the Trojans. Leonelli with a lead at first. Always dangerous when he's on the bases, and he will go. Off speed, Olson throw down to second, not in time. Oh, it was in time. My goodness. I thought Leonelli had that one, sliding head first. And apparently the tag came on the hip before the hand hit the bag. So that's the way the bottom of the second ends. Morgan doing some work. They do register a hit. They take advantage of an error, and they score 2 runs. Top of the third inning, when we return, due up for Emery. Garrett Conover, Peyton Nielsen, and Bo Stilson. It's Emery High School Baseball, and it's here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
When it comes to doing spring projects around the house, I like to do it myself.
You mean we? You, me, and Central Commission. Honey, you know you're all thumbs.
Guilty. So that's why we get all the helpful advice from Central Commission needed to get our DIY projects done right.
Plus all the lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, and more at just one store. And at prices we can afford.
See the helpful pros today at Central Commission, North Main Street, Helper.
435-472-5579.
It's fun! It's our favorite place.
Strike up family fun for everyone. Gateway Lanes. Families that play together stay together. And Gateway Lanes is your center for fun, cold beer, snacks, and great food. So let Gateway Lanes do the cooking with open and league bowling year-round and Club Bowl Thursday night, 9 till 11:30, with unlimited bowling including shoes. Since 1989, Helper's hometown bowling center, Gateway Lanes, South Main Street in historic Helper, and bowlhelper.com. Let's roll.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Top of the third inning, score in this one, Morgan 2, Emery 0. Up for the first time in this game, Garrett Conover, the sophomore center fielder. Garrett had some big moments on Monday night against Morgan. He'll try to get this Emery offense jump-started. Only seeing 2 hits so far in this game, 1 for each team. Right now, the glaring error for Emery in that second inning, really the difference maker. But the throw from Bronx on the off-speed pitch from Franson, over the top, catching Leonelli, stealing a huge moment in the bottom of the second. Conover will lift one high into right center field or right field, and that's handled for out number 1. Put up that time by Cooper Stewart. So Emery unable to get things rolling. The last 6 batters have been retired. The last 7 now. As Conover goes down with the pop out to right field, and that brings Peyton Nielsen to the plate. Peyton's been able to raise that batting average over the last couple of weeks. Been a sure glove for the Spartans out in left field, and he watches a strike inside corner go by on the first pitch of the count. Beck Sheffield so far today has been really good. Thrown just 26 pitches, and this time he misses on the outside corner with a fastball. 4-1. The efficiency is what you look for as far as pitching as you get to the middle of the week. Whoever wins this game will have to come back tonight to face the mighty Canyon View Falcons. Nielsen misses on the breaking ball, swing and a miss off the inside corner. Jammed up a bit. Count now sitting at 1-2. Outside corner, a miss for Sheffield. Count draws even. On deck, Bo Stilson as Emery gets set to flip the order. Sheffield on the 2-2, missed on the outside corner, and the count is ran full. Sheffield yet to issue a walk in this game. Given up just 1 hit. That was to Stilson. Everything else from that point on from Emery has been a miss at home plate. 3-2 from Sheffield. Fastball is low, bounces off the plate, and Nielsen works his way back to draw a walk. Emery's got a base runner for the first time since Bo Stilson, who will now step back up to the plate, and Stilson has been red hot, hitting just under 400. Batting out of the leadoff spot this year. Not a ton of opportunity for Bo in the RBI category. Still, he's got 19. So the back half of the lineup has done some work, and Nielsen, always a threat to steal, gets a comfortable lead over at first, and there's the pickoff. Peyton dives head first back safely. Bo gets the sign down from manager Chase Julian at third base, steps back in. Swing on the very first pitch, and it's a ground ball back to Sheffield. The throw over to second is in time. Stilson's able to beat it out at first by about a half a step. And we have 2 down. Stilson hits into the fielder's choice. So with 1 runner aboard on first, Trig Jensen will step up. Trig 0 for 1 on the afternoon. He popped up in his first at bat. Emery, again, not overpowered by Sheffield, although he does have 2 strikeouts. They came at the end of the second inning. Outside of that, it's been contact for the Spartans. On deck is the dangerous Hayden Sitrid. Trigg swings at the first pitch, gets underneath it, sends it foul behind home plate for strike one. Sheffield's pitch count now just over 30, sitting at 32. 18 of those 32 pitches have gone for strikes. Trigg, the lefty, so far this season, hitting just over 250. Stilson's going to try to steal the throw down. It's not in time. Bo slides past the bag. He's able to get back, and so a stolen base puts Stilson, his second stolen base of the day, and he is back in scoring position for the second time with 2 down. Looked as if Bo was dead to right, perhaps using the outside of the bag to slide in safely. 0-2 count now for Trigg with a runner in scoring position and 2 down. Sheffield looking for his third strikeout of the afternoon. Pitch on the 0-2. Trigg gets a piece of it, sends it into left field. This could be trouble. It lands fair. An RBI double, possibly 3 for Trigg. He'll stand up at second. He's not going to test the arm. Out in left field as Lincoln Gilson gets it in, and the Spartans have chopped that deficit in half with an 0-2 pitch sent to left field by the sophomore Trigg Jensen on the RBI double. The steal worked. Bo Stilson comes across home plate, and it's just the second hit of the afternoon for Emery. But now the tying run is in scoring position as Hayden Sitrid will come to the plate. 2 down in the top of the third, a huge lead for Trigg at second. And Sheffield finds the outside corner on a fastball, strike one. Hayden this season hitting over 300 again. Popped his third home run Monday night against Morgan. Nearly had a grand slam. 2 innings later came back, left a no-doubter that went about 315 feet. He pops up the 0-1. This one out of play for strike two. Second consecutive at-bat where Sheffield's been up 0-2 in the count. Last time Trigg sent a laser down the third base line, landing in the hitting the left field wall off of a bounce. Was a tremendous play by Gilson to get it in, limiting the speedy Trigg to just a double. Here's the 0-2. Sitrid swings, misses, ball bounces. It is corralled by Talbot. He makes the throw down to first in time for out number 3. So it'll go down as a strikeout for Sheffield, his third of the afternoon. Emery chopping the deficit in half. 1 run off 1 hit, 1 runner left on base. We go to the bottom of the third inning. The score, Morgan 2, Emery 1, when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Do you sell lightsaber chopsticks?
No.
Bagpipes?
Definitely not.
Screaming goats?
What?
Oh, I thought you said you had something for everyone.
Yes, something for everyone that needs any type of new roof or siding.
Oh, so no cowbells?
No, we're roofing and siding experts, but maybe with more cowbell.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. CleanCutRoofingSiding.com.
It's time you started working close to home. GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance is looking for experienced miners, mechanics, electricians, and surveyors to fill local jobs. Stop traveling every week and let GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance find you a job closer to home and your family. No more leaving your family every week traveling to a work site. There are good paying jobs right here close to home, and GMS Mine Repair and Maintenance can help you get started today. Email your resume to kbarker@gmsminerepair.com. Your new job close to home is waiting for you.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We go to the bottom of the third. Morgan 2, Emery 1. Trigg Jensen getting the goose egg off the board for the Spartans in the top of the third inning with an RBI double into left field. Scoring Bo Stilson, who's 1 for 2 with 2 stolen bases on the afternoon. Nice piece of hitting by Trigg to get Emery's first run. Leading things off now for the Trojans, it is Lincoln Gilson, the left fielder. Made a nice play off of that base hit from Trigg, and he swings at the second pitch in the count, 1-0, and it's a weak pop fly to second base. Hayden Christiansen there for out number 1. So Gilson now 0 for 1, did reach safely in the first inning with a walk, but goes down with a pop out. That brings Beck Sheffield to the plate. 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Into a fielder's choice, his first at bat. Emery with 2 hits in this game, only 1 for the Trojans. Jace wants to go off speed. Pegs the inside corner for strike 1. On deck is Luke Bowerly, who also hit into a fielder's choice for the Trojans. Here's a ground ball. Christiansen there to pick it up. Makes the throw over to Gilbert at first base in time for out number 2. So again, Jace Franson not overpowering by any stretch of the imagination, yet to record his first strikeout. But he's pitching to contact, and the Spartans have done great work in the field. That's out number 2 as that pitch count starting to come down a bit for Franson. He's at 37 pitches and wanted to go off speed, missed to the outside against the lefty. Looks as if it slipped out of his hand once again. Bowerly 0 for 1 on the afternoon with a fielder's choice. And he hits a hard ground ball, sends this one into right field, and he's got a single here for the Trojans. So a runner on board marks just the second hit of the afternoon for Morgan. Here in the bottom of the third inning, and now up, Easton Venz, the third baseman. Venz has been good so far this season again for Morgan. They got a lot of powerful hitters. He's got 20 RBIs. He's got 9 extra base hits. And as Franson wanted to go off speed, put one in the dirt, and it gets by Olsen. That's not 1, but 2 bases taken by the Trojans. And now they have a runner in scoring position as Bowerly was able to get all the way to third on the passed ball. Officially goes down as the second wild pitch of the afternoon for Franson. He's gone 2 2/3, allowed only 2 hits. 2 runs, only 1 of which is earned. He's issued 3 walks. 1-0 count. Fastball, this one right over Triggs' head at shortstop, and it bounces into center field. So an RBI single by Easton Venz. And so the wild pitch does come back to haunt Emery on the RBI single. Second hit of the inning runs the total to 3 for the Trojans as Carter Amiabos, the designated hitter, will step up. 1 runner aboard at first. Franson goes to, if he's trying to throw the slider, haven't seen a whole lot of that so far this afternoon. That one hits about a foot in front of the plate in the dirt. Olsen has to go back to grab it. But Venz did not advance. He stays on first. 1-0 count. Franson now with 42 pitches. Make it 43. The throw down to first not in time off the ball. Diving back head first was Venz. So Jace so far in the game has faced 14 batters, allowed just 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 runs total for the game as Morgan did score their first run off an error. The 2-0, it's low, and now Jace has a 3-0 count that he's going to have to work back on to the designated hitter. Amiabos hitting .375 on the season. No runner in scoring position, but 1 on first. And Franson works a fastball right down Broadway for strike 1. Still a hitter's count, sitting at 3-1. On deck is Owen Gilson. He did score the first run of the game off of the E6. Cooper Stewart brought him in with an RBI double. 3-1 count, pitch off speed, pegging the outside corner. And now Jace has worked the count full, 3-2, trying to get out of the inning and limit the damage. Trojans extend their lead to 2, answering Emery's 1-run top of the third. 3-2 on the way, and Franson missed to the outside, and so a free base for Amiabos, the 4th walk of the afternoon for Jace. And now a runner in scoring position for Owen Gilson. Gilson hitting .274 on the season. Well, he's been able to get on board. He's always a threat to steal. He's got 6 stolen bags on the season. First pitch in the count goes low, and it's a ball, and now we'll have a quick mound visit as Bronx wants to move out and have a quick word with Jace. We talked about the pitch count being down, and now here in the bottom of the third, we're near 50 pitches, 49 to be exact. Only 23 strikes for Jace, as he has faced 15 batters. 1-0 count. Emery needing one more out to get out of this inning and limit the damage. Chase with a fastball, ground ball hit. This one is picked up by Citrid, makes the throw over to Gilbert at first in time to end the inning and limit the damage. So 1 run off 2 hits, no errors, but 2 left on base, and the Trojans extend their lead 3-1. We go to the top of the 4th inning. Due up for Emery, Tice Larson, Hayden Christiansen, and Trevin Gilbert. It's Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult. And like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
JN Auto says it's time to get in the auto buying game. JN Auto is a game changer when you're looking for a new vehicle, but don't want to pay the new vehicle price. By making JN Auto a part of your team, you can count on finding quality, gently used vehicles with manufacturer warranties and unbeatable prices. You just found the secret to finding the perfect vehicle. It's JN Auto. Check out their huge inventory at jnautosales.com. JN Auto in Huntington and Price.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
4th inning's been the inning of magic for the Spartans throughout the state tournament. We'll see if they can get something going here in the top of the 4th. Right now trailing the Morgan Trojans 3-1. And leading things off is Tice Larson, the designated hitter, hit into a fielder's choice in his first at-bat. Tice just under 370 for the season. He's got 8 extra base hits, 18 RBIs. Right now he's faced with a 1-1 count as Beck Sheffield continues to pitch with efficiency for the Trojans. Sheffield has thrown just 39 pitches. The 40th finds the inside corner for strike 2. Due up for Emery again this inning, Tice Larson, Hayden Christiansen, and Trevin Gilbert. Tice actually started that rally in the 4th inning against Morgan the other night. He was hit by a pitch. Had a shot down the third base line. It appeared that it was fair. He would have been gunned down at first, but instead, they ruled it a foul ball. The very next pitch, he was hit on an inside breaking ball, and that sparked a rally for Emery. Counts now 2-2. Sheffield on the delivery, and there's a hit. Tice sends it to the shortstop, gobbles him up. Can he beat the throw over to first? Yes, he can. And so that will go down as an error, I believe, as the shortstop, Luke Barley, who typically has a sure glove, is going to be hit with the E6. Emery will take a runner any which way they can get it. First error of the game for the Trojans. And now Hayden Christiansen will come to the plate. Emery will go to the courtesy runner. The freshman Brett Griffin comes in. Breck is going to have a bright future at Emery. Just the freshman, had an outstanding basketball season. Was used heavily more and more as the year went on by Coach Justice. And now a pinch runner in a big spot as the tying run comes to the plate in the top of the 4th inning. Sheffield works outside, misses for ball 1. Christiansen, then Trevin Gilbert and Bronx Olson. Sheffield's pitch count hovering around 45. The 1-0 on the way. Christiansen with a swing and a miss. Hayden comes into this game hitting .300. He's got 10 RBIs on the year, a couple of doubles as well. He's a speedster. He's had the sure glove at second base throughout the week as well. 1-1, fastball. Hayden gets a piece of it, lifts one into center field. It's tracked well, and it's handled for out number 2, Canyon Leonelli, with the putout for the Trojans. And now Emery has one out. Stepping to the plate, Trevin Gilbert. Hayden 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Gilbert struck out in his first at-bat. Saw a lot of off-speed from Sheffield, who has fanned 3 batters so far this afternoon. See if Coach Julian wants to get aggressive with Breck over at first. Takes about a 2-step lead. Trevin watches strike one on the off-speed, hit the outside corner. And so Sheffield able to jump ahead of the count. He's gone 3 1/3, allowed just 3 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. And a solid performance in a do-or-die game here for the Trojans. Pickoff throw over to first, head first slide for Griffin. He gets back safely on the pickoff move over to George Jensen. The first baseman for Morgan not hitting. Designated hitter spot being used by both teams this afternoon, and so Jensen the sure glove at first base, but not on the batting order. Gilbert able to top one ball, sends it foul right behind home plate for strike 2, and so Trev faced with an 0-2 count yet again. Similar story to his first outing, which resulted in a strikeout. (0-2) pitch, able to stay alive. The strikeouts came in the back half of the second inning. Gilbert and Olsen were set down. The third strikeout came on Hayden Citrit in the third inning. It's been the workload for Sheffield. 0-2 count with one runner aboard and Bronx Olsen on deck. Off speed, Trev gets a piece of it, lifts this one into right center, and it will be extra bases. It's going to roll all the way back to the fence. Griffin now rounding third. Trev will have a stand-up RBI double, and Emery gets that one run back that they allowed in the third inning on Trevin Gilbert's 0-2 shot to right center. That marks the second RBI for Emery on an 0-2 count. And Brett Griffin records the run for the Spartans, so the E coming back to affect Morgan. Both teams with one error so far in this game. Emery not going away. One runner in scoring position now. And the go-ahead run comes to the plate with one down in the top of the fourth inning. Bronx Olsen will step up, hitting just under 265. He struck out in his last at-bat. And with no double play ball in effect, we may even get to see the sophomore Garrett Conover, who did get a good chunk of his first at-bat back in the third inning. It was a pop out, and we'll see if we're going to have a pitching change here for the Trojans. It appears we will, as they had some action in the bullpen. Nothing to be ashamed of for Beck Sheffield, as he's able to go 3 1/3, only allows 2 earned runs, gave up 3 hits in that appearance. And so a pitching change coming in for the Morgan Trojans. We'll send it back to the studio when we return. Stepping up as the go-ahead run for Emery in the top of the fourth, it's Bronx Olsen here on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Spring is the season of fresh beginnings. This spring, let that new beginning be a new home. Hi, this is Greg from the Driggs Mortgage Team. My team and I are ready to guide you on this exciting journey, offering tailored financing solutions crafted with you in mind. Experience seamless service and personalized care, because there's no substitute for experience. Call us today at 801-427-3577. Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
JN Auto says it's time to get in the auto buying game. JN Auto is a game changer when you're looking for a new vehicle but don't want to pay the new vehicle price. By making JN Auto a part of your team, you can count on finding quality, gently used vehicles with manufacturer warranties and unbeatable prices. You just found the secret to finding the perfect vehicle. It's JN Auto. Check out their huge inventory at jnautosales.com. JN Auto in Huntington and Price.
We still believe in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law is committed to making sure your rights are protected and seek for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. We've helped countless clients get through their legal troubles, so if you or a loved one feel that you have no one to turn to, you do. Oliver Law in Price. Everyone deserves a great defense attorney. 435-637-6060, or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Welcome back in. Top of the fourth inning. Emery threatening right now with one down. They trail 3-2 in our first look at a new pitcher for Morgan, as Riker Moser will come in for the first time this weekend. You got to be aware of those pitch counts. Moser with a 3.2 ERA and 13 appearances so far. Although the story is not completely written on Beck Sheffield, he goes 3 1/3. He did allow 3 hits and 2 earned runs, fan 3, but he is responsible for the runner on second. Moser takes a long look. Here's the off-speed. Olsen with a ground ball. Hard hit. Gathered at second. The throw over to first from Gilson to Jensen is in time for out number 2. But the one thing that Bronx was able to do was advance Gilbert from second to third, and so now Emery closer to potentially tying this game up as Garrett Conover will step to the plate. Conover did have an RBI the other night against Morgan. Could use one right here. Moser on the pitch. It's off speed. Conover lifts one up into left field. It's carrying, going back. Garrett Conover knocks one off of the wall. I thought it was going to be gone. Instead, it bounces off of the Costa Vida sign in left field, and that scores Trevin Gilbert. We are all tied at 3. The sophomore comes through again. Garrett Conover on the RBI double. And so Moser gives up the hit. The earned run will go to Sheffield. And we are knotted up at 3 with 2 down. And now Conover, the go-ahead run for Emery, standing at second base with Peyton Nielsen coming to the plate. Peyton did reach safely in his first at-bat off a walk. Nice lead for Conover over at second. A 2-run top of the 4th for Emery. This has been the magical inning throughout the state tournament. And now they've been able to respond to a 2-run deficit by scoring 2 in the top half. Pitch comes, and Nielsen's going to line one into center field. Conover's rounding third. No, I thought he was going to run through the stop sign from Coach Julie, and he stays put. Peyton, however, does take second base. And so 2 runners in scoring position off the double from Peyton Nielsen, and that flips to the top of the lineup. Bo Stilson, who was 1 for 2, started the game with a single. He did reach up the fielder's choice in the 3rd inning. He's got 2 stolen bags and now a base hit. Could give Emery a 2-run lead here in the top of the 4th. Moser has faced 2 batters, and he's allowed 2 hits, 2 doubles. Big lead for Nielsen over at second. Moser goes off speed, works it well inside. Bo has to tilt back, and it's a miss for ball 1. Another huge inning for the Spartan group, as this marks the 7th hitter of the inning. They put up an 8 spot in the 4th on Monday against Morgan. Now just trying to catch their first lead. Bo gets underneath it, pops one up. This one was in foul territory. A dive forward, it's going to go down as another error. It was not an easy play by any stretch, but the first baseman, George Jensen, comes flying in. He was in foul territory, and the ball just popped out of his mitt. And so another error for Morgan, and because of that, Bo is going to reach, and so now Emery has runners at the corner for Trig Jensen. So the second error of the game, second error of the inning, rather, for the Morgan Trojans. Tice Larson started this inning off on the E6. He ended up scoring. The courtesy runner was Brett Griffin. And now Bo Stilson gets on the E3. And that brings Trig Jensen to the plate, who already has an RBI double. That was just last inning. And Morgan not wasting much time. Moser will come out of the game. And we will have our second pitching change. Moser just goes 1/3, gives up 2 hits and a run. Emery trying to capture their first, trying to extend their first lead of the game. As on that error, Garrett Conover was able to come around and score. So now we have Peyton Nielsen sitting at third base, and the score for Emery, 4-3, their first advantage of the game. We'll pause for just a moment. Another pitching change coming in for the Morgan Trojans. Easton Venz, the third baseman, will try his luck here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Let's hear what parents and patients are saying about Price Pediatric Dental.
We love Dr. Bott. His staff gives the children their full attention. They make sure my kids are comfortable the entire time.
Dr. Lund is so nice. I like getting a new toothbrush and toothpaste every time I go.
Both Dr. Markham and Dr. Lund have been so amazing with both of my boys. We wouldn't go anywhere else.
Call 637-9590 to schedule your child's appointment today at Price Pediatric Dental.
Can I afford a home?
How do I price and list my home?
Do I get pre-qualified?
Do I do an open house?
Does the realtor work for the buyer or the seller?
How do I show my home?
You have questions? Quick Realty has the answers. The only local realtor that uses a 3D camera and does complimentary virtual tours for every client. Quick Realtors are professional and experienced, and a premier agent on Zillow and specialist on Realtor.com. East Main Street Price and at BQuickRealty.com. Facebook and Instagram. Call 613-HOME. 613-4663.
Emory High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Score right now 4-3, Emory with a lead. Top of the fourth inning, 2 down. And the new pitcher coming in, Easton Venz for the Trojans, trying to limit the damage. Bo Stilson takes second base, and so now Emory with 2 runners in scoring position. Peyton Nielsen at third, and Bo Stilson at second. Trig Jensen 1 for 2 on the afternoon, does have an RBI double, and now he is looking to extend Emory's lead. He swings and misses on the swing through for strike 2. And so Venz coming in trying to limit the 3-run damage so far, as Emory has taken advantage of multiple errors from Morgan to capture the 4-3 lead. Trigg stays alive on the 0-2, gets just enough and sends it into foul territory. First lead of the ball game for Emory. Garrett Conover was able to advance home on the air. As Emory started to hit Sheffield, they hit Moser. And now Venz in trying to close out this inning. Trigg gets a piece, sends this one out to center field, and that's going to be extra bases. A 2 RBI double, maybe even 3. Trigg's rounding second. He'll stand up at third. He brings in both Stilson and Conover, and it's a 5-run fourth inning for Emory as they continue to pile it on. Trig Jensen now with 3 RBIs on the afternoon. And the dangerous Hayden Citrid comes to the plate for Emory. So those 2 runs are credited to Moser, who did not have a very productive outing. He ends up giving up 3 runs in just 2/3 of an inning. And Citrid will take ball 1. Again, a runner in scoring position as Emory is trying to extend the season. 2 down in the top of the fourth inning. 8 runs in the fourth on Monday, 5 right now here on Wednesday, and a ball inside on Hayden. So the count is now sitting at 2-0. 6 hits for Emory, 2 errors for Morgan. Emory doing tons of damage in this inning. Hayden turns on one, sends it to left field, and it just drifts foul. He nearly had another 2-run shot, nearly identical to what happened on Monday night. And Hayden will have to come back on a 2-1 count. Well, the last time that happened, Hayden responded in his next at-bat with a home run. Monday, it was a potential grand slam. This one would have been another 2-run shot. 2-1 count. Hayden watches one go in the dirt. Counts now 3-1. And if Hayden could get on, Tice Larson is on deck, which means Emory would have batted completely around in the lineup. 3-1 count with 1 runner aboard. That's Trig Jensen, who now has a double and a triple to go along with 3 RBIs in the game. Venz on the 3-1, misses high and out of the zone, and Hato will take the walk. So Emery now with runners at the corners for Tice Larson. Tice started off the inning reaching on the air. And now we can do even more damage with Emery holding a 6-3 lead. Venz on the delivery and a line drive shot to short. It's handled by Bowerly, and that will end the inning. But the damage definitely done. Emery raking in the fifth once again. They'll take a 6-3 lead into the bottom of the fourth. Morgan with a little work to do. Cooper Stewart, Cameron Talbot, and Canyon Leonelli all due up when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
First pitch of the fourth inning, and this one is sent into right field. Stilson there to handle out number one. And so the Trojans looking to get something going, but already one down here in the bottom of the fourth, trailing 6-3 off a brilliant inning for Emery. 5 runs on 4 hits and 2 errors. The Spartans did strand 2 that inning. And Franson remains the pitcher for the Spartans. Coach Julian said they'll get everything they can out of him. He's gone 52 pitches so far. Finds himself down 0-1, and here's a shot into left center field for a single. And maybe that's exactly what the Trojans need. Cameron Talbot now 1 for 1. He did reach safely with a walk in his first at-bat. Going back to the second inning. That flips the lineup, and now Canyon Leonelli will come to the plate. Leonelli just under 400 on the season. All-around player. He's got 8 extra base hits. He's got 11 RBIs. And the Trojans facing a deficit for the first time this afternoon. Wind starting to pick up here at Utah Valley University. Looking a little darker as well on the overcast, and Franson goes to the changeup outside. He missed. Fastball's been kind to Jace tonight. He's thrown 54 pitches. Only 26 have been for strikes. He's had a pitch for contact in this game, and Morgan only has 3 hits. 1 error did really helped the Trojans score their first run of the game as Jace slips off of the mound and he misses low for ball 2. It's the heart of the lineup here for the Trojans with Leonelli and Gilson due up. 2-0 count, 1 down. Double play ball could get Emery out of this inning. So again, it just doesn't look like Jace has his balance coming off of the mound as he misses low and out of the zone. Count now 3-0. Franson so far has gone 3 1/3. He's allowed 4 hits, 2 earned runs. And he misses inside, so that's a 4-pitch walk. It's the second time that Leonelli has walked in this game. Hit into a fielder's choice last time. Did have an RBI. He was caught stealing in the second as well. So a runner in scoring position is Lincoln Gilson. The left fielder will step up. He's 0 for 1. He reached via walk in the first inning and had a pop out in the third. Jace has given some free bases in this game. That's his 5th walk on the afternoon. Big lead over at second. And another ball. Supposed to stay dry at least for about another 35 minutes, where there's a 40% chance of rain coming in. We haven't suffered any delays in any of the games so far here today. Here's a foul ball. It stayed in play, but I don't believe Bronx Olson was able to track it. And so it's fortunate for Lincoln Gilson. It lands for strike one. I think Bronx thought that ball was going to be out of play, and it lands about 15 feet from him. Counts now 1-1. One down, two runners aboard, one on second, one on first. Cranston takes a long look over at second and now steps off of the mound. They call a balk, and so free base is coming. That moves two runners into scoring position with one down, and it takes the double play ball out. So a costly mistake, and we may have a pitching change here for the Spartans in the bottom of the fourth inning. If that is it for Franson, he's gone 59 pitches, only allowed 2 earned runs. Morgan has 3 due to an error. Wait and see if coach is going to make a change or not. Dangerous spot for the Spartans to be in. Gathered a lot of momentum at the top of the fourth inning. Definitely don't want to give it back, but again, the heart of the order up. On deck is Beck Sheffield, and Sheffield can help his own cause, although he's not on deck for the loss in this game. That would go to Moser, who came in a relief effort. Coach Julian's going to roll the dice. He'll stick with Franson with runners on second and third. One down, 1-1 count for Gilson. Huge lead over at second. Franson pays no mind and wants to go off speed, misses high. The throw down to third, dangerous throw by Bronx. Citra does a tremendous job of keeping that ball from going into left field, which would most certainly score 2 runs based off of the lead that Leonelli has over at second. He's darn near halfway to third base. Franson sends a wild pitch to the backstop, and that will score 1 run. Sliding in safely is Cameron Talbot, who reached with a single. And now the score is 6-4 as the Trojans get a big run. Third wild pitch on the afternoon from Franson. Now a runner at third. Still only 1 down. 3-1 pitch is high and inside for ball 4. And so Gilson will walk back-to-back walks. Franson has now given up 6 on the afternoon, and that may be it, as Coach Julian will come out yet again. Story not completely written on Franson, as he is responsible for the 2 runners on board right now, but 3 1/3 so far, 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 runs in general, 6 walks, and no strikeouts. Pitching change coming up for the Spartans, as Coach Julian will go to the bullpen, and we'll go back to the studio. It's Emery High School baseball. Go-ahead run for the Morgan Trojans coming to bat with runners at the corners. The score right now, 6-4. Emery clinging to a 2-run lead when we return.
Mommy, I don't feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it. Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
My son and daughter both play sports, a lot of sports, and with that can come injuries, bruises, sprains, and unfortunately breaks. That's why we use Eastern Utah Imaging. They're a convenient and local option for imaging and an important part of a student-athlete's team.
Eastern Utah Imaging for high-quality, affordable MRI and X-ray services. Many quick scans take 30 minutes or less. You can call for an appointment or ask your doctor to refer you to Eastern Utah Imaging, North Fairgrounds Road in Price. Call 636-X-ray. That's 636-9729.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We were in the midst of a pitching change in a game that was 6-4 with the go-ahead run coming to the plate for the Trojans, and then a massive rainstorm hit. We thought we were about 20 minutes away. Turns out we put the jinx on, and we have hit a rain delay. There's hail coming down right as Xander Robinson was about to make an appearance, and it is coming down here at Utah Valley University. That puts a halt to the action. The score right now, Emery 6, Morgan 4, 2 runners aboard, Leonelli at third, Gilson at first, and Beck Sheffield will be at the plate. I'm thinking this one might be a pretty lengthy rain delay. It'll be the first of the evening as we managed to get through the first game between Richfield and Grantsville without one. So we'll send it back to the studio for just a moment. We'll come back and talk a little bit more Emery High School baseball and a rain delay in the bottom of the fourth inning with 1 out and 2 runners aboard for the Trojans and the go-ahead run coming to the plate. It's Emery High School baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Imagine this. You're cruising down the highway, windows down, music up, but suddenly your car sputters. Don't let car troubles break your stride. At Cars, Complete Auto Repair Service in Wellington, they're dedicated to keeping your vehicle running smoothly so you can keep enjoying those flawless drives. From regular maintenance like oil changes and wheel alignments to tune-ups and even new tires, Cars is here to help. Visit Cars today and drive away confident knowing your car is in its best shape ever.
If your pet hisses, chirps, bleats, or screams, Castle Country Vet is here to help keep your pets healthy. Castle Country Vet is more than cats and dogs, which we love too. Castle Country Vet takes care of snakes to reptiles, rabbits to birds, and sheep to goats, from small exotics to large animals. Doctors Harmer and Kelly and a knowledgeable staff is dedicated to being your other family doctor. Castle Country Vet in Price. Call 637-5797. Online at castlecountryvet.net.
When it comes to doing spring projects around the house, I like to do it myself.
You mean we. You, me, and Central Commission. Honey, you know you're all thumbs.
Guilty. So that's why we get all the helpful advice from Central Commission needed to get our DIY projects done right.
Plus all the lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, and more at just one store. And at prices we can afford.
See the helpful pros today at Central Commission, North Main Street, Helper.
435-472-5579.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Do you sell lightsaber chopsticks?
No.
Bagpipes?
Definitely not.
Screaming goats?
What?
I thought you said you had something for everyone.
Yes, something for everyone that needs any type of new roof or siding.
Oh, so no cowbells?
No, we're roofing and siding experts, but maybe with more cowbell.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. CleanCutRoofingSiding.com.
Side-by-sides, four-wheelers, travel trailers, boats, and jet skis. All of your summer fun equipment needs insurance in case the unthinkable happens and they have to be replaced. But are you getting the best deal? It's time to call Dawn's Hometown Insurance for a free quote. Bundling your summer fun equipment with your auto and home insurance at Dawn's Hometown Insurance will help save you money. By calling Dawn's Hometown Insurance, you're ensuring that you get to work with a local agent that will work for you. Call Dawn at 637-3344 for your free quote.
You can have a healthy, beautiful smile at any age. Hi, I'm Dr. Daniel Cowley, owner of Castle Valley Orthodontics. Treatment is a viable option for almost any adult, and like kids, adults can experience the self-assurance that comes with a confident smile, along with the benefits of improved oral health. Come in for a free consultation and see how Castle Valley Orthodontics can get you on your way to a beautiful smile. Affordable payment plans are available. Call 637-2222 for a free consultation today.
Spring is the season of fresh beginnings. This spring, let that new beginning be a new home. Hi, this is Greg from the Driggs Mortgage team. My team and I are ready to guide you on this exciting journey, offering tailored financing solutions crafted with you in mind. Experience seamless service and personalized care because there's no substitute for experience. Call us today at 801-427-3577. Driggs Mortgage Team, NMLS number 272076, Equal Housing Opportunity. Driggs Mortgage Team is a DBA of Premier Mortgage Resources, LLC, NMLS 1169.
Looking for a great meal? Juniper has you covered with delicious pizza, pasta, burgers, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Juniper is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 12 to 8 p.m. Whether dining in or ordering out, Juniper makes it easy. Order through DoorDash for quick delivery straight to your door. From lunch to dinner, Juniper serves up flavorful meals the whole family will love. Stop by and see why Juniper is the perfect place for your next meal. Great food, great atmosphere every time.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
We're at a rain delay right now at UCCU Ballpark on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem. State tournament game between Emery and Morgan. It's an elimination tilt for both teams. Emery with a lead right now, 6-4. When we resume play, Morgan will have the go-ahead run at the plate with runners at the corners and only one out. Emery in the midst of a pitching change. Since we have some time to kill, we're going to bring in Emery Athletic Director Jake Atwood. Jake, things were moving in our favor and maybe a little bit of momentum from Morgan. It'll be interesting to see when we actually get back on the field because it's coming down right now, to say the least.
Yeah, the field looks like wintertime right now. A little covered in some hail and looks a little bit white. So, yeah, hopefully this hopefully we can get back playing here pretty quick because we were playing well, but yeah, Morgan had some momentum, and I don't know, hopefully this weather shut that down.
I know it's been a busy week for Emery Athletics, and we can kind of step away from baseball for a moment. We had softball that just went on an incredible run, and I haven't had a chance to really talk with you on air about that, but when you go back and look at what our girls' sports have done at Emery, really over the last 2 years, it's been pretty phenomenal. No, they didn't win the state championship, but they get back to the state title game against that juggernaut in Grantsville. Can't speak highly enough of Coach Luke and everything that kind of went into the season to get back to that point.
Man, I'll tell you, that group of girls has been something else. I was just thinking about it last week when we took another second-place trophy home, which was it's awesome to make it to the state playoff game, but, man, those second-place trophies, they hurt.
Yeah.
They hurt being that close to a championship. But I mean, if you look over the last 2 years, our girls' teams have taken, especially if you count cross country earlier in the year, they made it to 3 state championship games last year, 2 state championship games this year, plus our cross country one, and then we've got a real shot in our girls track next week at state track too. So yeah, this the run that they've went on has been really incredible. Speaks a lot to our senior leadership because we didn't get off to the greatest start of the season, and but our girls never stopped believing, and I mean, really, we should have beat Grantsville in that semifinal game, but things didn't go our way, and then we just kind of ran out of gas there in the championship game. But man, those seniors, we're going to miss them, and Callie Jensen and Kate Nilsson, they've been there for all of basketball, volleyball, and softball, and just been a huge part of that. So kudos to those guys, and kudos to the coaching staff. A new coaching staff coming in and picking up right where Dallin and his staff left off.
Kind of seems like it all started last year with volleyball, win the state championship, and from that point on, the girls' programs they've been rolling.
They really have, and that was our one where we came out on top in the state championship game, which was awesome. So, but yeah, like I said, there's a good culture with our girls programs right now, and they believe they can win. They believe they can make it to a state championship. We've proven it time and time again, and it's just been fun watching them. And hopefully our girls track team can go out and get another one.
They've been spectacular to watch. I mean, Addie and Sky, what can you say about these two athletes? They've put together a phenomenal year.
They've been great. And then you've got, Gentry Christiansen and Addie and Carly Hurst and Cabry Gordon. And, we've just had some girls really step up. And, man, they put a lot of time and effort into it, too. And their coaches, Hugh Christiansen and Brett Guyman, they know what they're doing. They have them on a strict workout plan. They know exactly what they're doing. They've got it mapped out next week to points and where we should end up. And so they're I would call them track geeks. So they know exactly what's going on. And our girls have a lot of confidence in their coaches. But yeah, those athletes have been doing great all season long.
The spring sports season is so condensed. It seems like we just started yesterday. We get going in March. We always have games pushed back due to weather, specifically on the baseball and the softball fields. I know the last day of school is coming up and next week, and so these spring athletes, they're unique. And that winter season goes on forever. It seems like it drags right through Thanksgiving, through Christmas. That's not the case with spring sports at all. These kids cram a lot in.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, we're trying to fit 14 games for soccer or 18 games for soccer and so many for baseball and softball. And, you can't start till the weather clears up, and then you're getting rain delayed and trying to make up games. And it gets hard. Towards the end of the season, we were really scrambling. Our baseball team had to play 4 games in 1 week, and then that next Monday also, just because from rain outs or weather-related delays. And it makes it really hard to fit everything in, and sometimes you run out of pitchers, and it's you can't go past the end of school, so it does make it hard. But I don't know, we made it through it. Luckily, at our place, I don't think we had any delays, if I'm remembering correctly, this year. So
yeah.
We were able to play all the games at our place. We had a couple of road games that we had to reschedule, but for me as an athletic director, it's always a lot nicer to reschedule road games than home games, because then it's my job to get the field ready to play.
We talked about the girls' sports in the spring. Let's talk about the boys, and we might as well start with baseball. Once again, a phenomenal run. Coach Julian does a terrific job. Go into the state tournament as a 12 seed, pull off the sweep of the 5 seed of Manti, knock off the 4 seed of Morgan on Monday night, kind of run into the juggernaut of Canyon View last night, but have Morgan on the ropes yet again. It seems like every year this team outshoots the seed. They finish higher than what they have been seeded as. And Coach Julian's been around for a while, but this is the first program that he's had full control of as a head coach. He's done a phenomenal job.
He really has, and that's the thing is, like, our season this year hasn't gone like we were hoping it would. I mean, we didn't get as many regular season wins as we wanted to, and Coach Julian will tell you, that was disappointing. We thought we'd get a little bit, finish a little bit higher in region and things like that. But going into the state tournament, man, these kids believe in him and his coaching staff. I mean, they all do a great job and put a lot of time into it. And, it seems like with any of our teams, it doesn't matter what seed we are going into the state tournament. They all believe they can win. And, like you said, we're a 12 seed this year and went and beat Manti twice and beat Morgan the other day. So it's just been one of those things where our boys believe, and they're showing it again tonight. They're about to, hopefully we can pull this off and finish this game too.
We can talk about soccer for a moment, because I know it was the best of seasons. We had Coach Troy Winter on throughout the entire year. Love Coach Winter and the competitiveness. that he brings. But they got a huge win in the state tournament. They found a way to get a playoff win, and that kind of made the season a little bit easier, I think.
I was so happy for those guys, like the coaches, the time that they put in, and the players, and they never quit. I mean, it was a disappointing season for them. But going into that state tournament game, it was awesome. It was awesome to have those guys come back and tell us all about the game and how excited they were, and for them, for a little bit of their hard work to pay off was great. And like you said, Coach Troy, he's as competitive as they get. So that was killing him, and I'm sure, knowing Troy Winter, I'm sure he shed some tears on the bus ride home after that win.
He gave a phenomenal interview the day after. It was a lot of fun, and we love Coach Winter. So the spring sports has been successful. I guess it slows down somewhat once we get past this week. I mean, baseball, we believe, will come to an end, right, within the next few days, and then we have track and field. So what happens with the athletic scene once we get past this week?
Well, I'm kind of taking it one day at a time. Honestly, since last Wednesday, I've been at state golf and state baseball and softball, and like you said, we'll wrap up baseball here in a little bit, and then we've got state track this weekend. After that, I mean, it's really on to the next season. There's not really any off season anymore as far as what the athletes do. Every sport is year round nowadays, and for me, it's preparing for next year. We've pretty much got all of our fall schedules done. Our winter schedules are just about done. So it used to be after the season was over, you'd have 2 or 3 months, and then you start thinking about next season. But we'll get our baseball schedule wrapped up, I would guess, within the first 2 or 3 weeks after the season's over.
How fun is that for you to immediately dive into what's coming upon us in 2025, especially with the season that football put together?
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's a lot of fun looking forward to what you've got coming up, because you look at these younger kids, and with our sports, that's the thing about us is we've got a lot of young kids playing every sport. I mean, we got some contributors in football that were young. Baseball, we start 3 or 4 sophomores, and basketball's the same way. We got some good young kids that we're looking forward to. I expect another successful sports season next year from Emery High, just because of the time our coaches and players put into everything. But yeah, it's super exciting, just looking at the future.
We don't have to get into great detail on this, but I know it's always a fun thing coming up. We're going to have the awards banquet right at Emery High School. It's a really cool thing that you guys do at the end of the year, and you got your work cut out for you. You guys naming athletes of the year and that, because there's quite a few that were really just spectacular at the school this year.
This is the hardest, the hardest part. It's almost like making cuts when you're a coach. That's the hardest day. But yeah, I mean, we have so many good kids to choose from, and we'll award a male and female athlete of the year, and then we'll award a male and female academic athlete of the year, which, academics is important, and they're both really hard to pick because we've got so many good athletes, and all of our athletes, most of them are really good in the classroom as well. So a lot of them qualify. So it's definitely hard to pick, but we did it, and to some really well-deserved athletes at our school.
Again, we're being joined by Emery High School Athletic Director Jake Atwood. Now that we are at a rain delay here at Utah Valley University, we are in the bottom of the 4th inning. The score, Emery 6, Morgan 4. Morgan will have the go-ahead run at the plate if we resume, although it looks like we may have rain for the next hour. The tremendous grounds crew doing a great job. I know it makes it a little bit easier when you play on turf. I have a great time sitting in the broadcast booth because I get to hear some of the conversations that you wouldn't hear otherwise. You were going back with one of the heads ground crew guy just about 2 hours ago talking about preparation on the field. It's a heck of a lot easier than when we have grass and dirt, right?
Like, we have great facilities at Emery High.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for what we have, but seeing this filled turf, I'm like, man, how can I raise this much money to get this filled turf? You don't have to worry about mud. You don't have to cut the grass. You don't have to mark the field. It's all great. So, yeah, I'm kind of sitting here watching these guys in Indy right now, wishing we could have this filled turf for our baseball and softball teams.
I do want to ask you, what is the key at Emery High School? Because it doesn't matter what sport, what season we're talking about. there is always great success. I mean, here we are again with just a few days left in the baseball season, and we are still playing. It's probably a really tough question, but as the athletic director, how does it always seem that we are competitive in nearly everything?
Like, honestly, like, I think it starts with the players. Like, we have great kids that are competing in all of our sports. It starts there. We take a lot of pride in who we hire as coaches. I think we've got a tremendous group of coaches at our school. But anyway, I think we're all cohesive. You know, we work together. We try to share athletes. We've got a couple softball players that are throwing and doing different things for track. And anyway, we all just work really well together. But I mean, first and foremost, I think it's the athletes themselves. They're just a tremendous group of kids. They're fun to be around. That's, the best part of my job is being around them. But they just believe. They're just good kids. They listen to their coaches. And like I said, the coaches that we hire, I think we've got a great group that understands what it what it means to be an Emery Spartan and what's expected, and kind of our goals, our what we set out to do every year. And it's all around. I don't know how to point at one or two things, but I mean, we just saying we've got a great group of athletes and coaches that's where it starts.
I'm sure we're going to have time to get to an interview that I did just last week with Aiden Citrid. They ooze confidence. They believe every time they step out on the field they're going to win.
They do, and it doesn't matter. Even last night, like talking to the boys and the coaches before the game last night, like there was no doubt in our mind that we were going to go out there and shock Canyon View. It didn't go our way. But as you can see here today, we got down early today and then making a comeback. Hopefully we can hang on. But yeah, we do. We know when we play error-free ball and hit the ball like we know we can beat anybody. And that's kind of been our issue throughout the season. It seems like the days that we hit the ball well, we were making a lot of fielding errors. And the days that we were clean in the field, we weren't hitting very well. So, when we put together clean games, we know we can beat anybody, and those kids do also.
I know we don't have any notes in front of us, but as we sit here and we talk about athletics, I do want to make sure that we pinpoint everything that goes down in the classroom as well, because I know at Emery High School there's a lot of pride taken into the student-athlete aspect. Student always comes first, and it seems like at the end of every year, you and I are talking about the outstanding academics from the athletic department, and we had several kids that were named to the academic all-state squad as well. And again, numerous championships have been won in the academic standard aspect at Emery that just continues to grow each year. And no notes in front of us, but I'm sure you can talk a bit about that and how you guys continue to succeed inside the classroom.
Yeah, we stress that to our coaches, and we've had a few teams this year win the UI AAA academic state championship, which they award that for each season and each sport. They award you enter your the GPA of all your varsity athletes. And then they award a state champion, and we've won a few of those. But our coaches understand that too, and I know especially for baseball, this is a tough week on our players, on our coaches, on our teachers, just because it's a week long. It's the end of school. Final projects are due, final testing, things like that. And I know Chase has done study hall here while they've been up here, and our teachers have been really good to work with as far as understanding that they're gone for a school activity. And but anyway, yeah, we do, and that's why I said, like, even our academic athlete of the year is really hard to pick because we've got so many that qualify, which is a good problem to have.
Jake, I do appreciate you taking out the time to put the headset on and talk about everything that's going on in the athletic department. We may have a little while before we get this game off and rolling, but right now things are looking good. 6-4 lead in the bottom of the fourth inning. Morgan will have the lead runner, the go-ahead run, I should say, coming to the plate. Always great to catch up with you, Jake.
Thanks
so
for
much.
having me, Jordan. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. More coming up. Rain delay right now at Utah Valley University. 3A state championship elimination game between Emery and Morgan when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Looking for a great meal? Juniper has you covered with delicious pizza, pasta, burgers, sandwiches, and fresh salads. Juniper is open Tuesday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturdays from 12 to 8 p.m. Whether dining in or ordering out, Juniper makes it easy. Order through DoorDash for quick delivery straight to your door. From lunch to dinner, Juniper serves up flavorful meals the whole family will love. Stop by and see why Juniper is the perfect place for your next meal. Great food, great atmosphere every time. This is Dave.
And Ryan.
From Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen.
On the big screen. At the King Cole Theaters.
And action. Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better on the big screen.
Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showings 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
You're looking for somewhere you could be proud to work. Komatsu is looking for you. Komatsu is a leading manufacturer of construction, mining, forestry, and industrial heavy equipment. Komatsu currently has openings for seasoned welders, journeyman electricians, and MSHA certified electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
How well do algorithms answer your questions?
Your specific query will be addressed with a pre-written, standardized reply.
When you need help with life's important decisions like life insurance, home and auto coverage, and even retirement planning, rely on relationships, not robots. Farm Bureau Financial Services. It's your future. Let's protect it.
In the Castle Country, call your local Farm Bureau agent, Jill Jensen, at 637-8400 for a free quote today.
If your pet hisses, chirps, bleats, or screams, Castle Country Vet is here to help keep your pets healthy. Castle Country Vet is more than cats and dogs, which we love too. Castle Country Vet takes care of snakes to reptiles, rabbits to birds, and sheep to goats, from small exotics to large animals. Doctors Harmer and Kelly and a knowledgeable staff is dedicated to being your other family doctor. Castle Country Vet in Price. Call 637-5797. Online at castlecountryvet.net. You gonna fix that?
Fix what?
That dripping faucet?
Someday.
No, how about today? Not only is it driving me crazy, but it's wasting water, costing us money, and could turn into dry rot and other damage.
Guess we better get to Magnuson Lumber and Hardware.
Now you're talking.
Magnuson Lumber features almost 1,000 feet of plumbing accessories and supplies you need to fix your leaking faucets and pipes. Stop in today. Main Street, Castledale. Magnuson Lumber and Hardware. Family owned since 1965.
Discover the difference experience makes at Mr. Automotive in Huntington. With over 30 years dedicated to matching the perfect vehicle with the right person in Castle Country, we know a thing or two about cars and about saving you money. Thanks to our low overhead, we're able to pass incredible savings directly on to you. Drive away happy with a deal as reliable as our service. Visit Mr. Automotive today, where experience means savings and you meet your new car.
We still believe in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law is committed to making sure your rights are protected and seek for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. We've helped countless clients get through their legal troubles, so if you or a loved one feel that you have no one to turn to, you do. Oliver Law in Price. Everyone deserves a great defense attorney. 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Still in a rain delay here at Utah Valley University 3A state tournament elimination game. Emery right now on top of the Morgan Trojans. It is 6-4. Emery had a 5-run fourth inning, and they did it a number of different ways, actually running 2 Morgan pitchers in the top of that frame. Jace Franson ended up going 3 1/3. As the rain delay came in, Emery actually was going to go to a new pitcher as Andrew Robinson was warming up. To give you kind of the story as to how things have gone so far, 3 earned runs for Jace. He is going to be responsible for the 2 that are on board as Morgan has runners at the corners and the go-ahead run coming to home plate in the bottom of the 4th with 1 out. While we have time, I'm going to go back to Monday night. Emery beat this Morgan Trojan team. They did it 10-3, and that put them up against the number 1 ranked team in the state tournament yesterday in the Canyon View Falcons. That game obviously did not play out in our favor as we suffered a 13-1 loss. But following the win against Morgan on Monday night, manager Chase Julian joined us in the broadcast booth, and we'll play that interview now. Coach, it's great to chat with you again. Always more fun after a win. Congratulations on that big victory.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always a pleasure to be on here, especially after a win.
Yeah, it's fun, no doubt. And you and I were talking earlier today about how the boys managed to rally back from that 4-0 deficit against Manti. And I made reference to that several times early on in this game. It was that 4th inning where things kind of changed. Well, tonight, it was the 4th inning yet again. You guys put up an 8 spot.
Yeah, we at the start of the game, we were kind of getting a little anxious at the box, getting out in front of balls, popping balls up. Our boys made an adjustment. I told them we just need to single them to death. Like, just quit trying to do too much. It's not going to be won with one swing of the bat. We went out there. We had great approaches after that, putting balls in play and putting them where they weren't. So it was good.
Yeah, there for a while, they weren't necessarily hard hits. They really weren't. It was just making contact and really putting Talbot, who's an excellent pitcher, in a couple of uncomfortable spots. I think that's always what you want to see, right? You want to see the higher seed get tested at some point in time, and you guys tested Talbot, and it proved to be a little too much.
Yeah, he's a great pitcher. He pitched well against us the first 3 innings, and then we made some adjustments, and it worked out in our favor, so.
Baseball's a weird game. Sometimes it's just one little thing that can change the momentum. And in that 4th inning, we thought Tice had grounded out. Instead, they call it foul. He gets plunked on the next pitch, and that's where the rally starts.
Yeah, and it something little like that, a foul ball. That, I mean, it was foul, but something little as that where you get hit by a pitch. Tice does whatever it takes to get on base, and that's what we needed. Is he gets hit and we get on, and it starts us running. So it was good.
I asked you earlier today how many pitches could we see Hato throw, and you said, hey, throw 100 pitches, just get us through the game. That's what it took. But he was outstanding, no less.
Yeah, he pitched well for us. There's the times that he did struggle, he was getting behind batters, but he pitched awesome for us. Went out there, stepped up as a senior, and he pitched a gem for us, and that's what we need. The state tournament, the bats are amazing to have, but it's also awesome when you got a pitcher that throws as well as he did to limit them to three runs total.
Yeah, we know that this is a Morgan team that can score runs in bunches, and was it 4? I think he had 4 shutout innings before they finally got 4 shutout innings. So he went 0-1-1, 0-0-0. Like he was phenomenal in getting out of jams as well. You talked about getting into trouble. There were a couple of times he managed to get out of some spots where you thought that it was inevitable that Morgan was going to play to run.
Yeah, and it was awesome. He stepped up big for us today. I think at one point he had runners on second and third and 1 out. And fanned the next 2. So he stepped up big for us today, and that's what you need. One down, several more to go, but got the first one out of the way.
Honestly, if we get the call on the infield fly, he gets out of a bases loaded jam without any runs.
And I couldn't manage to help us out there, but
well, if it makes you feel any better, you had everyone in the booth yelling at the top of their lungs as to what they were looking at and how that wasn't an infield play. Well, what was the explanation that they gave you?
He said it wasn't a routine fly ball.
Oh, it looked very routine, but
yeah. So
okay.
I mean, our third base. This is what I tried to explain to him: is I thought it was a routine. If the sun doesn't get in my third baseman's eyes,
correct.
Like he made a play to go backwards. The sun was in his eyes. The rule states if it's an ordinary or routine play, and I mean I thought it was, but apparently I don't know as much as them umpires do. So,
well, it only cost us 1 run. Thankfully, it wasn't a deciding factor. Going back to Hato, he's a few feet away from launching a grand slam at a very key moment in the game. He gets another opportunity in the ensuing inning. And this time he leaves no doubt. He sends a shot over the left field wall. It was a 2-run blast, and it felt like at that point in time, all right, this game, it's not over, but it's over. You could just see the body language for Morgan. It kind of like sucked the wind out of him, and you saw the excitement from Hato. What was the dugout like in that moment?
I could just hear him yelling and screaming and jumping up and down for Hato. He's a great kid, and I mean he deserved it. I think he got. That was probably 5 feet from the first
that
one
was
being
close.
a grand slam. It was pretty close. So, he's had a great year for us, and it was just amazing to see him to get going like that.
We said if this game was at Emery High, that's a grand slam. There's no doubt.
Yeah, yeah. It's a. I don't know. It's a beautiful facility they got here. Great park. So, but yeah, it would have been nice to play there for sure.
I did ask you this earlier today, what this team learned going back to last year, because you guys had a great run. You played some really good baseball at the state tournament. You also had a couple of freshmen that had to give you some key moments in Garrett Conover and Trig Jensen, and they have to give you key moments again tonight. I thought Garrett was phenomenal at the plate. He came through in a couple of really big moments, and so we're seeing the maturity of those freshmen last year now as sophomores. They're not playing like sophomores, let's put it that way. Yeah,
they stepped up big for us last year. They've had their struggles this year for us, but when we need it most, they step up. Like I said last year, the bigger the game, the bigger the kids step up. And Trig gets in there. He pitches well for us today. Garrett, he's seeing a beach ball. And it's contagious, like you said earlier. It's contagious. When you get going, it's gets everyone going. So, I mean, it's amazing what they can do.
Let's talk about what this does as far as the bracket is concerned. It's so difficult if you lose this first game to come through that one-loss bracket. You got to try to buy as many wins as possible to limit the amount of games. But, Coach, now all of a sudden we get Canyon View tomorrow. I mean, that's number 1 versus number 12. I don't think those numbers really matter at this point in time. It's a team that we've already seen twice. And you have a chance to now become the 1 seed in the state tournament. I think that's what you've earned, right, by getting them this early in the tournament. Do you view that the same way? Hey, if we win this game, look, guys, we go from 12 to 1. We're the 1 seed if we win this game tomorrow night.
It definitely puts us in a driver's seat, but we don't. I mean, this is the state tournament. Anything can happen. We've got to take tomorrow one game at a time. We got to look at tomorrow. We can't necessarily look and say we are the 1 seed after to take this, but it puts us in a very good position if we do. But we just gotta get together tomorrow and put a full game together against Canyon View and see what kind of game plan we can come up with to beat them. Same scenario as last year. Second game we had to play Canyon View in the state tournament. We're gonna have to change the outcome of it this time though.
Yeah, they had light work earlier today by knocking off North St. Pete 16-1. I think any team that you play next, you'd always like to see them pushed a little bit, right? I mean, they had a relatively easy time with North St. Pete, and I don't know what tomorrow holds, but when you take a look at the Canyon View team that we've seen already this year, what stands out to you about them?
They're a well-coached team. Defensively, they play clean baseball. Defensively, they don't make a lot of mistakes defensively. Offensively, they'll try to take advantage of any miscue that you might have. Anytime you're falling asleep, anything it may be, they're trying to take advantage of miscues.
You and I did talk about how Region 12 was represented, and Region 12 gets a win here against Morgan. Obviously, Canyon View, North St. Pete, that was Region 12. Go to the bottom half of the bracket, and Juab and Richfield both get wins. I mean, you just look at the final four teams who have yet to suffer a loss in this tournament. They're all from our region.
Yeah, it's a tough region. I mean, it's the toughest in the state. And that's what helps us have the toughest schedule of anybody in 3A, is we have to play a lot of tough teams. So makes it battle tested throughout the year, and it's good for us.
It was kind of a group effort, Coach. There's so many kids that we could talk about because that eighth inning, or that fourth inning, where you put 8 runs up, it was so big. I mean, pretty much everybody got involved in some form or another. It's got to make you smile ear to ear. I know you're the ultimate competitor, and when you have 11, 12 kids come through in big moments, there can't be any bigger high, I wouldn't think.
Yeah, it's awesome to see what we've worked for all year. These kids work so hard all year, practice, playing the games. They work their butts off all year long, and so it's nice to see it pay off for them and really make their efforts all year long have the reward that it deserves. So it's really nice.
Coach, I'll let you get back with the team. I really do appreciate you taking the time to come up, and we'll see you here tomorrow night.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Again, that was our interview on Monday night with manager Chase Julian. That was following the win over the Morgan Trojans that put Emery in the game last night against the Canyon View Falcons. Right now, an elimination game that Emery has the upper edge on. It's 6-4 in the bottom of the fourth inning. We'll continue our rain delay from Utah Valley University at UCCU Ballpark. The rain is supposed to carry on throughout the 4 o'clock hour, so we will bring you updates as we can. And in the meantime, we'll send it back to the studio. More coming up, including our Athlete of the Week interview. That was with Hayden Citrid. Hayden's had himself a heck of a week in the state tournament. We'll get to that in just a few moments when we return. It's Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Feel good.
Caring for each and every customer and their needs is the foundation of what Smart Health Pharmacy is all about. So when I need a prescription or advice, I can depend on the pharmacist at Smart Health.
Looking for a new pharmacy? It's never been easier to transfer your prescriptions to Smart Health. Call 687-5050 or go to smart-healthrx.com. Download their app today with convenient drive-through at 221 North Main Street, Huntington.
It's your health. Be smart about it.
At San Rafael Health, they believe everyone deserves compassionate and dedicated care. Whether you're looking for a place for mom, dad, or any loved one, the doors are open. San Rafael Health accepts private pay, Medicaid, Medicare, and commercial insurance, ensuring quality health care is accessible for all. Let the family at San Rafael Health take care of your family. Call today at 384-2301 and let San Rafael Health provide the care your loved ones deserve.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
Can I afford a home?
How do I price and list my home?
Do I get pre-qualified?
Do I do an open house?
Does the realtor work for the buyer or the seller?
How do I show my home?
You have questions? Quick Realty has the answers. The only local realtor that uses a 3D camera and does complimentary virtual tours for every client. Quick Realtors are professional and experienced, and a premier agent on Zillow and specialist on Realtor.com, East Main Street Price, and at BQuickRealty.com, Facebook and Instagram. Call 613-HOME, 613-4663.
Let's hear what parents and patients are saying about Price Pediatric Dental.
We love Dr. Bott. His staff gives the children their full attention. They make sure my kids are comfortable the entire time.
Dr. Lund is so nice. I like getting a new toothbrush and toothpaste every time I go.
Both Dr. Markham and Dr. Lund have been so amazing with both of my boys. We wouldn't go anywhere else.
Call 637-9590 to schedule your child's appointment today at Price Pediatric Dental. At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Continuing on the rain delay here at Utah Valley University. And so, since we are in the time frame for Drive Time Sports, we're going to go to that. It is the best of Drive Time Sports. We got plenty of great stuff coming up, a couple of local interviews. Not only will we talk Emery athletics, but also Carbon High School athletics. And we'll get into some Major League Baseball as well with former big league pitcher Bill Lasky, who joins us every Wednesday. And then, as soon as the rain delay is pushed back, we'll jump into the action here at Utah Valley University. Make sure you follow our Facebook page and our Twitter account, KOAL's Drive Time Sports. More Emery High School baseball coming up as soon as we get back to action. The score again, 6-4, Emery with a lead as we are in the bottom of the fourth inning. Morgan will be up to bat. when we return.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
After a nearly 60-minute delay, we are back and rolling here at UCCU Park on the campus of Utah Valley University. Again, an elimination game between the Emery Spartans and the Morgan Trojans. And right now, the way things have gone, you kind of lose that momentum if there was any being built. At least that's the thought. Morgan does have runners at the corners as we resume, and we will get our first look at Xander Robinson, who is coming in relief for Jace Franson. Now, Xander has a very small sample size here in the 2025 campaign. He has made 4 appearances at the varsity level. He comes in with a 7.5 ERA. As far as strikeouts are concerned, he's got 9. He has faced 51 batters so far this season, and so we will get a look at the junior, Xander Robinson, coming in for Jace Franson, who went 3 1/3. He gave up 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 4 runs total, but only 3 were earned. He also walked 6 batters. The story not yet written on Jace, as the 2 runners that will appear at the corners will both be his as we get set to resume, and hopefully that is going to be the last rain delay in this game. And it does push everything back a little bit. Although there is still some rain in the forecast, we have about a 75% chance of rain in the 5 o'clock hour and about a 20% chance moving into the 6 o'clock hour. This game right now in the bottom of the 4th inning, 1 out for the Morgan Trojans. And coming to the plate is Beck Sheffield. Sheffield 0 for 2 so far this afternoon. He's got a fielder's choice and a ground out back in the 3rd inning. I think the wildest stat of the afternoon is that Morgan has just 4 runs and 3 hits and not a single strikeout as we continue to work through this afternoon game. And Xander taking his final few warm-up pitches. The umpire is going to give him 2 more, and then we are off and rolling. Again, coming to the plate is Beck Sheffield. He's a .258 hitter so far this season with 24 RBIs. Sheffield 0 for 2 on the afternoon. 2 runners aboard right now for the Trojans. Cannon Leonelli is on 3rd base, and Lincoln Gilson right now on 1st, and we are set to resume play. Sheffield will step into the box, and again, the first batter for Xander Robinson, the junior for Emery High School. Thank you for hanging along with us during the rain delay. A win here, and Emery will move into the game originally scheduled at 7 o'clock. That obviously will be pushed back. Robinson with his first pitch misses on the outside corner for a ball. One-oh count. Runner goes. Here's a foul ball behind home plate. Counts now even at 1-1. So again, right now on first base, it's Lincoln Gilson, the left fielder. He's reached with 2 walks. Over on 3rd base, Cannon Leonelli. And Xander fires one in for a strike, so now the count is sitting at 1-2. 1 strike away from potentially the first strikeout of the afternoon for the Spartans. Xander goes back to work. Off-speed pitch, and he rings him up, hitting the inside corner. He'll set Sheffield down, and now 2 outs with 2 runners aboard in the bottom of the 4th inning. A big-time pitch by Xander Robinson coming in the relief effort, getting the first out, and it's a strikeout. Now coming to the plate, Luke Bowerly. Bowerly is 1 for 2 so far this afternoon. He swings on the first pitch. Ground ball picked up. No, Trigg dropped it. He had it. Looked like it was going to be an easy out. All he had to do was touch second. It eats him up at the last moment, and that scores a run for the Morgan Trojans. Bowerly will get the E6.
Electricians, as well as master machinists. At Komatsu, not only will your skills be rewarded with competitive wages, but you'll also enjoy benefits like a robust 401k plan. Grow with Komatsu. Go to komatsu.com or call Tanner at 636-6150.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Back half of the lineup coming up now for the Morgan Trojans. Carter Miebos, who is the designated hitter. He comes in 0 for 1 on the afternoon. Did draw a walk going back to the third inning. Also due up Owen Gilson and Cooper Stewart. Cameron Talbot, who we've seen pitch already, is behind the plate. He's the catcher batting out of the 9 spot. And then they can flip it. Xander Robinson remains on the mound. Robinson came in, gave a quick 2/3 of an inning, only surrendered 1 run on what could have been a disaster for the Spartans. We'll see if Xander has his stuff here in the bottom of the 5th inning. In the first pitch gets away from him just a bit, takes a bounce out of the dirt, and will roll back to the backstop. 1-0 on the way. Miebos is able to get a piece of it, sends it foul out of play. Stands a little bit bare right now as the rain came in a heavy way. They got the field up and rolling. Only about an hour delay as Robinson's going to miss again, low in the dirt. Count now sits at 2-1. Miebos hitting .375 on the season for the Trojans. 2-1 on the way, and this one is also in the dirt. And now he's faced with a 3-1 count. In the limited time that Robinson has seen the mound for Emery at the varsity level, he has had the tendency to walk a few batters. He's got 9 and make that 10 walks now on the campaign as the leadoff man has reached safely, bringing the go-ahead run to the plate here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Never an easy task for an underclassman to step in at the state tournament. Got to be ready, though, at all levels of the final stage of the season. Pitching becomes a little bit of a problem. Not too many teams at the 3A classification have 6 or 7 starters. And so Robinson getting some time, and stepping up now is Owen Gilson. Robinson's first pitch is in the dirt for a ball. 7th walk issued between Franson and Robinson for the Spartans in the game. 1-0 count, no one down, 1 runner aboard, bottom of the 5th, Emery by 1. Gilson, hard hit ball. Citrid over to second for the out, over to first for the out. There you have it. The 5-4-3 double play. Hayden Citrid with a tough ground ball over at third, made the throw to Christiansen at second, who then delivered over to Gilbert at first. And Emery now with 2 down, and stepping to the plate is Cooper Stewart. Gilson drops to 0 for 2 on the afternoon. Stewart, on the other hand, did have an RBI double going back to the 2nd inning. He popped out in his last at-bat, and he watches a strike on the first pitch of the count. 2 down, no one on. Robinson trying to eat some innings here for Emery and keep the season alive. A swing and a miss by Cooper Stewart. This is somewhat similar to what we saw the other night. Morgan brought in freshman Carson Black late in that game against Emery, and Black did a terrific job of keeping the Spartans off balance. Robinson is doing the same, goes to the off-speed on the 0-2, and he misses up high. On deck is Cameron Talbot, and then Morgan can flip and go back to Leonelli. The 1-2 just misses low. Counts now even. Pitch count for Robinson so far is down for the most part. He's been able to work with some speed. Here's a fly ball hit into right field, and Bo Stilson tracks it, takes a couple of steps, and has the third put out of the inning. So Emery issues a walk for the leadoff batter. Gilson hits into the 5-4-3 double play, and then Stewart pops out to Bo Stilson. It's a clean inning for the Emery Spartans. Due up, Garrett Conover, Peyton Nielsen, and Bo Stilson, as we go to the top of the 6th inning with Emery nursing a 1-run lead at 6-5 here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
If your pet hisses, chirps, bleats, or screams, Castle Country Vet is here to help keep your pets healthy. Castle Country Vet is more than cats and dogs, which we love too. Castle Country Vet takes care of snakes to reptiles, rabbits to birds, and sheep to goats, from small exotics to large animals. Doctors Harmer and Kelly and a knowledgeable staff is dedicated to being your other family doctor. Castle Country Vet in Price. Call 637-5797. Online at castlecountryvet.net.
When it comes to doing spring projects around the house, I like to do it myself.
You mean we. You, me, and Central Commission. Honey, you know you're all thumbs.
Guilty. So that's why we get all the helpful advice from Central Commission needed to get our DIY projects done right.
Plus all the lumber, hardware, plumbing, electrical, paint, and more at just one store. And at prices we can afford.
See the helpful pros today at Central Commission, North Main Street, Helper.
435-472-5579.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Garrett Conover set to start the top of the sixth inning off for the Spartans as they hold a 6-5 lead. Conover, Nielsen, and Stilson all due up. Conover nearly went yard in his last at-bat, takes a heavy swing and a miss for strike two, as Easton Venz tries to keep Emery off balance here on the top of the sixth inning. Conover swings, he misses, the ball pops out of the catcher's mitt, but Talbot's able to recover and make the throw down to first base. Strikeout for out number one as Conover goes down swinging. Second strikeout of the afternoon for Venz, and that brings Peyton Nielsen to the plate. Nielsen is 1 for 1. He had a walk in the third and then a big double in the fourth inning, as Emery put together 5 runs in that frame. Nielsen swings and puts the first ball down the first baseline in foul territory for strike one. Venz so far in this game has thrown 22 pitches. Relatively quick work, as he's gone 1 2/3. 1-1 count. Second pitch in the at-bat, down in the dirt, no one on. Tries to work inside, and Nielsen's able to back off for a ball. Last night, Brady Anderson, pitcher for Canyon View, worked the inside curveball beautifully. Really jammed up a lot of hitters for Emery, kept him off balance. Has not been the case in this game against Morgan, although Venz puts one right over the plate, swing and a miss for Nielsen, and now the count is sitting at 2-2. Emery would love to get a runner aboard for Bo Stilson, who has been red hot over the last couple of weeks. Nielsen swings, he misses. Talbot drops the strike three, but is able to make the throw to Jensen at first base for out number two. And another strikeout for Easton Venz. That makes number 3. As he is now finding his rhythm with 2 down at the top of the sixth inning. Bo Stilson comes to the plate, 1 for 2. Had a single in the first. He had a stolen base in the first and in the third, although he reached on a fielder's choice in the third, and then an RBI off an error going back to the fourth inning. So Bo hitting just under 400 on the season. He's been great out of the leadoff spot and still has 19 RBIs. Actually 20 on the season with 8 extra base hits. No one on, 2 down, 0-1 count. Venz goes right at him with a fastball. Stilson lifts one up. This one may be in play down towards the Emery dugout in foul territory, but caught by Jensen for out number 3. So make it another 1-2-3 inning. That's 2 consecutive for Easton Venz as he finds his rhythm for Morgan. The Trojans, however, are down to their final 6 outs. Emery will take a 6-5 lead into the bottom of the 6th when we return on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
At A Perfect Smile, they specialize in transforming your smile with precision and care. From porcelain veneers and dental implants to orthodontics, crowns, and bridges, their expertise covers every aspect of general and cosmetic dentistry. Dr. Jackson and his team are here to address even the most challenging dental concerns, helping you achieve a smile you'll love. Ready for a smile makeover? Call A Perfect Smile today, 637-2100, to schedule an appointment.
Step up to the plate with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Just like baseball, managing finances is all about making smart plays. Whether you're aiming for a home run with a new home loan or stealing second with unbeatable auto loan rates, our team is here to coach you through every financial inning. Slide into our branch today and let's hit a financial grand slam together. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, where everyone gets VIP treatment.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit. Equal housing lender.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
Xander Robinson remains on the mound for Emery. He's gone 1 2/3, 1 strikeout, no hits, no earned runs since coming into the game. Relief pitching has been great for both teams. Easton Venz has gone 2 1/3 with 3 strikeouts and only 1 hit for Morgan. That's been the story since we resumed play out of the rain delay. And Xander starts with a fastball and a swing and a miss for Cameron Talbot, who is 1 for 1 with a walk and a single, also scored a run. Hits a dribbler back to Robinson. It gets by him. Christiansen charges, picks it up, and makes the throw just in time to Trevin Gilbert for out number 1. That might have been a little dangerous with Talbot's speed. He nearly beat that out as it just was out of the reach of Robinson. Xander has been good so far as Emery holds on to a 1-run lead. Morgan now down to 5 outs. Up to bat, Cannon Leonelli. And Leonelli will take a shot into left field, and the tying run is now aboard. Leonelli 1 for 2. He's reached twice off a walk. He did have an RBI back in the second, but he was also caught stealing. And that's the first hit that Robinson has issued. Fresh count, up to bat, Lincoln Gilson. Gilson is 0 for 1 with 2 walks. Morgan really used the pitch count and some free bases early on against Emery, plating 3 runs in the first 3 innings. Had arguably their best inning in the 4th, but momentum may have been halted due to that rain delay. 1-1 count for Robinson and Gilson. Nice lead for Leonelli over at first. Always a threat to steal. He's going to go on the 1-2, and here's a hard shot out to left field. Peyton Nielsen tracks it, able to haul it in for the out, and Leonelli will have to walk back over to first base. Now 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th inning. And now Beck Sheffield, who is right now on the hook for the loss, will come to the plate. Sheffield was pulled in the 3rd inning for Morgan. Throw over to first base, not in time. Sheffield can help his own cause. We got 49 pitches out of him. He was definitely good as far as the zone is concerned, threw 32 strikes on those 49 pitches. Ground ball to Citrin at 3rd. Easy throw to make over to Gilbert. So even though Morgan was able to plate the tying run, they are unable to advance, and we will go to the 7th inning, moving quick after the rain delay. And the Spartans will take a 6-5 lead into the top of the 7th. Due up, Trig Jensen, Hayden Citrid, and Tice Larson. It's Emery High School Baseball on 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
This is Dave.
And Ryan.
From Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen. On the big screen.
At the King Cole Theaters.
And action. Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better
on the big screen. Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
J&D Automotive in Castledale and River Auto in Green River has been your trusted neighbors for 40 years, offering expert automotive parts and service right in the heart of Emery County. Thanks to a great partnership with Napa, you get dependable parts and a team that knows your car inside out. Whether you're in for a routine checkup or need of a major repair, J&D Automotive is close to home and ready to help. Visit J&D Automotive today and experience the difference of local care with big brand quality.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
Top of the seventh inning, elimination game in the 3A state tournament. Emery right now on top of the Morgan Trojans 6-5. We'll see if the Spartans can gather an insurance run for the bottom of the seventh. Leading things off, Trig Jensen. Trig's been red hot at the plate today. He has a double, a triple, and 3 RBIs, 2 for 3, as he goes up against Easton Venz, who has been outstanding for Morgan, coming in relief. Venz going 2 1/3, 3 strikeouts, only 1 hit, no earned runs. Trigg watches ball 1 go by, swings at the second pitch, fastball in the zone, fouls it off behind home plate. We're even at 1. Heart of the lineup for both teams going into the final frame. Hayden Citrid is on deck. Hayden nearly went yard yet again in this game against Morgan before one drifted just foul. Trigg gets a hold of one, lifts it high into center field. Looks like trouble, but it's tracked beautifully. Boy, that was not an easy play to make out in center field, as Cannon Leonelli, who has been lights out in the field for Morgan today, is able to corral out number 1. Trigg now 2 for 4 on the afternoon, and Hayden Citrid will come to the plate. That wind drifting to right field, didn't know how easy that one was going to be. But Leonelli able to grab out number 1. Citrid now steps up, watches ball 1 go by on the inside. Tice Larson, the designated hitter, is on deck. Venz records another out. Eating some innings in this elimination game, goes high inside. Hayden has to duck, and it's ball 2. Emery trying to extend the season. Hayden with a hard hit ball over to short. Gathered. Throw's going to be close over to first. It's not in time. Haydo gets it to first. The errant ball gets by Jensen, and so Hayden will take second base. And now the Spartans are in business with 1 down. A runner in scoring position. And Tice Larson will come to the plate. I think he would have beat it regardless. Haydo got a great jump on that. That goes down as a hit. It's his first hit of the game coming in the 7th inning, but now a runner in scoring position. Emery looking for that insurance run. Larson steps up. Hayden Christiansen is on deck. Tice swings at the first pitch. Puts this one over to short, and another bad throw over to first, and Abrams is going to score. So Tice will reach on an error yet again. Abrams is able to take advantage. He rounds third and scores, and Emery gets the insurance run that they needed. Hayden Citrid doing some work, and that marks the 4th error for the Morgan Trojans in the game. Now another runner in scoring position. Christiansen swings at the first pitch, pops one out to center. Leonelli corrals it for out number 2. 7-5 Emery, 2 down, and now Trevin Gilbert will come to the plate. Well, Tice Larson has reached twice on E6. And Gilbert has an opportunity to potentially bring the big fella in and give Emery a second insurance run. Trev swings at the first pitch, sends it down the third baseline. Strike 1. Trevin today sitting 1 for 3, had an RBI double back in the 4th inning. He's also got 2 strikeouts. Big lead over at second. Trev ground ball over to third. Tough play to make. Unfortunately, Tice is not able to get to third in time. Actually, a heads-up play rather than making the throw over to first. Morgan just makes the tag, and that will take us to the bottom of the 7th. Emery will strand 1, but they do get an insurance run off of an error, taking advantage of another Morgan mistake. 3 outs away from advancing into the evening game against the Canyon View Falcons. We'll see if the juniors Andrew Robinson can close things up when we return.
The choice is yours. Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card lets you choose from 5% off instantly at the register or special financing on qualifying purchases. That means no forms, no waiting, no rebates. You can choose 5% off instantly with your Sutherland's credit card. Got a big project? Choose special financing. The choice is yours with Sutherland's Friends of the Family Plus Consumer Credit Card. Subject to credit approval. Minimum monthly payment required. See store for details. Only at Sutherland's.
Transform your space with Spectrum Paint featuring PPG paint, the ideal choice for any home project. Imagine a kaleidoscope of colors at your fingertips, from soothing pastels to vibrant primaries. Whether revamping a room or adding character to your exteriors, Spectrum Paint makes every brush stroke count. Dive into a spectrum where quality meets creativity and paint your world with us. Visit Spectrum Paint to find the perfect shade for your home today.
Emery High School baseball continues on the home of the Spartans.
News Talk 107.3 FM and 750 AM KOAL.
3 outs away from eliminating the Morgan Trojans and extending the season into the evening game against the number 1 seed in the Canyon View Falcons. Can the Spartans finish it off? Leading things off for Morgan will be Beck Sheffield. No, excuse me. That's Luke Bowerly is going to start things off. Sheffield grounded out to end the 6th inning. Bowerly, in order to have a chance, Morgan's got to at least have a runner, and they can change the course of the game with one swing. Bowerly in this game, or in the season rather, hitting .462 coming into this evening. He swings at the first 2 pitches. Both have gone foul, and now it's an 0-2 count. Bowerly, a fielder's choice, a single, and also an E6 reach back in the 4th inning. Xander puts this one in the dirt, so now the count is sitting at 1-2. If you're the Spartans at this point, you can count the outs. 3 away from advancing. Pitch coming, and Robinson just misses on the outside corner for ball 2. Pitch count certainly not an issue for Xander in this relief effort. The 2-2, and this one is a weak fly ball hit to Trig Jensen at short for out number 1. So Bowerly, one of the best hitters on the team, with a fly out. He may end his afternoon 1 for 3. Easton Venz now steps to the plate as Morgan is down to their final 2 outs. Robinson, a first pitch fastball, and it's right down the middle for strike 1. Second pitch in the count. This one by Venz, sent out to center. Track, and that's out number 2. Garrett Conover had to move over into right field, but he's able to corral the second out, and now the Spartans are 1 out away from eliminating the number 4 seed Morgan Trojans. They've already eliminated the number 5 seed in the Manti Templars, looking for their second win against Morgan. Robinson with a fastball, a swing by Mibos, and he puts it foul. Counts now 0-1. After the long delay, Emery trying to advance. Robinson, swing on and a miss for strike 2. He's gone to the fastball on both pitches, and now 1 strike away from sending Morgan home. The designated hitter, Miyabos, already in this game 0 for 1. He's reached twice on a walk, and he watches a very close ball 1 that just missed on the outside corner. Looked good from here. The Emery faithful not happy. The count now 1-2. Robinson goes back to it. Miyabos will stay alive. He puts it foul behind home plate. We'll go 1-2 all over again. One-two. This one rings him up, and the season is over for the Morgan Trojans. Miyabos throws his bat and helmet. He's not happy, and the Spartans will celebrate a 7-5 win on a strikeout looking to end the game. Xander Robinson comes in and does the work for the Spartans. They have now eliminated number 5 and number 4, picking up their 4th win in the state tournament, and they live to see another game against the Canyon View Falcons tonight. Final score in this one, Emery 7, Morgan 5. We'll send it back to the studio and then return for the post-game wrap-up show brought to you by Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Spartans get the win.
Step up to the plate with Eastern Utah Community Credit Union. Just like baseball, managing finances is all about making smart plays. Whether you're aiming for a home run with a new home loan or stealing second with unbeatable auto loan rates, our team is here to coach you through every financial inning. Slide into our branch today and let's hit a financial grand slam together. Eastern Utah Community Credit Union, where everyone gets VIP treatment.
Membership and eligibility required. NCUA insured. Loans approved on credit. Equal housing lender.
This is Dave
and Ryan
from Dave and Ryan's Movie Review.
Experience movies the way God intended them to be seen. On the big screen.
At the King Cole Theaters.
And action. Whether it's stunning action,
heart-stopping horror,
tender romance,
gut-busting comedy,
or wholesome family flicks,
movies are always better
on the big screen. Connect on Facebook for instant access to showtimes and the latest blockbusters.
With showing 7 nights a week and matinees on weekends, you can immerse yourself in the magic of movies at the King Cole Theaters.
JN Auto says it's time to get in the auto buying game. JN Auto is a game changer when you're looking for a new vehicle but don't want to pay the new vehicle price. By making JN Auto a part of your team, you can count on finding quality, gently used vehicles with manufacturer warranties and unbeatable prices. You just found the secret to finding the perfect vehicle. It's JN Auto. Check out their huge inventory at jnautosales.com. JN Auto in Huntington and Price.
We still believe in innocent until proven guilty. Oliver Law is committed to making sure your rights are protected and seek for the best possible outcome for your criminal case. We've helped countless clients get through their legal troubles, so if you or a loved one feel that you have no one to turn to, you do. Oliver Law in Price. Everyone deserves a great defense attorney. 435-637-6060 or go to robertoliverlegal.com to request a free consultation. Robert Oliver, passionate about defending the underdog.
Picture this. A sudden burst pipe, flames engulfing your kitchen. Disaster strikes when you least expect it. But fear not, because Restore Wizard of Price is here to save the day. Their team of restoration experts is ready to tackle any fire or flood emergency from start to finish. They're not just here to fix the damage, they're here to restore your peace of mind. Don't let disaster catch you off guard. Call Restore Wizard of Price, 637-9165. Restore Wizard, the magic of a fresh start.
You're listening to Emery High School Baseball on KOAL 107.3 FM and 750 AM.
The Spartans are not done yet. They pick up a 7-5 win over the Morgan Trojans, advancing into the evening game that was originally scheduled for a 7 p.m. start. That will be pushed back a bit due to the lengthy rain delay. But the most important number, Emery 7, Morgan 5. How about that? Xander Robinson coming in after the rain delay. He goes 3 2/3, allowing only 1 hit while striking out 2 to help preserve the 2-run win for the Spartans. We take a look at key contributors in this game. Trig Jensen finishes 2 of 4 with 3 RBIs. He had a double and a triple. An RBI for Trevin Gilbert, and a massive RBI for Garrett Conover, who nearly went yard out to left field. The ball hit the top of the wall and bounced back into play. But the Spartans were mighty in this game. They plated 5 runs in the 4th inning. That's been the magic inning for Emery all season long, and that was enough to knock off the Trojans. Emery finishes with 9 hits, 7 runs on 2 errors. Morgan, 5 runs, 5 hits, 3 errors, and that proved to be the difference in this game. Emery taking advantage of the Morgan mistakes. Well, that was a lengthy broadcast, and we're not done yet today. We got another one coming up immediately following the game that is about to take place between Grantsville and Juab, we will have another elimination game for Emery. They are playing to extend the season in tomorrow. It'll be the fourth matchup of the year between Emery and the Canyon View Falcons. Stay tuned to our Facebook page, KOAL's Drive Time Sports. And again, we will plan around a 7:45 start for the game that could decide if Emery has a chance to get into the state championship. Final score again in this one, Emery 7, Morgan 5. The Spartans send another team home, and the Cinderella 12th-seeded squad will play again this evening here on 107.3 FM and 750 AM. Always a pleasure to be along with you, and I will see you in just a couple of hours here at Utah Valley University at UCCU Ballpark in Orem. Go Spartans!
This is Eastern Utah's news and weather station, 107.3 FM.